Alright. First time ever doing build 42. I'm gonna have no idea what I'm doing, but, you know. I do have an idea of what I want to do with this, though. If it's realistically possible, though. Alright, let's see. Custom. God, that music is loud. The worst part is, as soon as I get into the actual game, I know it's going to turn down immensely. Actually, since I'm going to take a little bit, like, looking at this, I'm going to turn that down for now. Here it is. Alright. Solo. Custom. Alright, well, this is drastically different than what I remember from Build 41. It's also been a very, very long time since I last played this game as a whole, so I'm also not going to be very familiar with the controls, because I don't really remember how they work. It's been a while. They generate seeds now? Interesting. Alright, I don't know how much they've changed starting location-wise. Oh wait, this is new. Echo Creek. Ooh. Ooh, this is very different. Alright, well, I always used to spawn in either... What the hell's Irvington? Where's... There it is. I used to always spawn in Rosewood, and, more often than not, it'd be in, Riverside. Alright, well, let's take a look here. Maldra was the intermediate one, where it was, like, medium difficulty, medium loot, just everything medium. There was a really good holdout zone somewhere around here. Can't quite figure it out from just this map alone. Maldra grew as an army town, but now welcomes folks from all walks of life. Communities, bigger towns like West Point, Rosewood, military families, and some living below the poverty line. Despite its small size, Maldra boasts a sizable motel, recently expanded primary school, a huge lumber yard, and the finest spiffle burgers this side of Kentucky. Not much happens, but that doesn't mean life is dull. Alright, what's the new one? Echo Creek here. Echo Creek is the perfect location for those wanting to explore the western reaches of Knox County by road. Rural Kentucky at its finest. People here farm, pray, and like to keep to themselves. Why not volunteer to find Akron is famous? Okay, alright, so it's just usual shit, okay. Well, I don't know if this is an easier or harder start. I would assume easier, but... Riverside was my favorite to always go for. I think it's pretty much the same. How's it going? Hey, J-Mac, we're doing pretty good. I'm trying out Build 42 for the first time, and I know I'm going to get my ass kicked just because I've never once ever done it. So, I don't know. Like, I'm really used to Build 41. So used to, in fact, it got boring because how easy it was, so... I don't know. Rosewood was, everyone always argued that Rosewood was the easiest spawn just because Firehouse, but I don't know. Let's see. And then there was West Point, which is always easily the objectively hardest one. Did have a really good holdout, though. Okay, let me try to remember. What was the best holdouts? The cabin, no idea since that's new. The gated community. The firehouse. And the bar. Yeah. Hey, Angel Z, how are you? Good to see you on here, too. Alright, I don't know if I want to start in Echo Creek just because it's new. And it is, to be fair, it is pretty far out of the way. Like, my plan here... Wow, they added a lot more towns. I don't remember this one, or this one. Anyway. Like... I kind of want this to be similar to The Last Stand. I don't know if you guys have ever played The Last Stand, but, like, I kind of want it to be similar to that. Like, make it so my end goal is to make it up here at some point, you know? You'll be fine. The Build 41 experience will still help you a lot. Okay, that's good. Like, I want that to be, like, my goal of, like, the whole end game. Like, make it to this part of the bridge here. I know in the actual game that does nothing, but, like, that'll be, like, me winning the game, essentially. We'll consider that the victory. I know there's a mod that adds a rescue point there, but, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, where should I start? Like, I want to do Echo Creek just because it's the newest one. I have, like, 0 experience. I assume it's easier since it's more rural. Maldra I can do pretty well, because I do know that one cabin is insanely good of a holdout, and there's the farm you can raid immediately. Riverside just has good stuff, doesn't have many zombies, has good holdouts, it's just good overall. West Point is out of the question, completely out of the question. And Rosewood is also a good start. just because it's got really good starting gear. Also, you can call me a psychopath if you want, but I always like making my base in the gas station. Like, it's far enough from the main town that you won't be constantly in danger. There's a gas station, so you naturally have plenty of fuel. It's pretty well designed. I don't know. I just like it. Then again, I also used to try to do West Point survival, and it would never end very well, but if I was lucky and there was no one at the bar at the beginning, you know, good holdout. I don't know. Maybe we should try Echo Creek yeah, we'll do Echo Creek just because it's the newest one. Last stand. There we go. I'm making a mistake, aren't I? This is gonna end up being as hard as West Point, and it's gonna have like no loot at all. Am I right? All right, next. All right, we're gonna edit literally all this. Does it have my prefets saved? It does. All right, last stand. What did I have here? Time length. That doesn't seem right. I could have remembered that was different. Realism. Last stand. Okay, we're gonna edit that because I don't like that. Like, again, call me a psychopath if you want, but I always like making it real time, or at the very least close to real time. We're not gonna go for the full 24-hour experience though. Let's do it half, because that way reading won't take 17 years. Instead it'll take 10 years. But this way, like, we can enjoy more of the game, and it'll also be a bit more dangerous tonight. You'll see what I mean. We'll edit that around. Click advance next to preset. It shows better options. Oh, it does. Hang on. Advanced. It shows all options and their raw values. Oh, I see what you mean. All right. We'll come back to this one after a second. Okay, zombie count, let's see. Normal... Like I said, my primary goal here is to kind of simulate Last Stand. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever played that, series of games, but I'm going to try my best to make it more focused like that. More specifically, the first three, and I guess most accurately the second one, since we're going to be role-playing as Jack here. Okay, what is... Voroni noise controls whether some randomization is applied to their distribution. That's new. Let's see. How frequently new zombies are added to the world? None. Wait, is zombie respawning disabled in build 42 by default? Because in build 41 they respawned infinitely. That's awesome. Like, I always turned it off anyway, but like, that's really awesome. I didn't know they added that. That's cool. Alright. Population, that's going to be a bit hard to say, because like the overall number of zombies in the Last Stand series is a bit inconsistent. Like, in the first game, Jack is in a very far away rural area, which he himself complains about because it's harder to get supplies, and there's an insane amount of zombies, despite it being in the middle of nowhere. Last Stand 2, it depends on what city you go to, with the population varying drastically. Last Stand Union City, again, a bit inconsistent, but there can never be more than, like, 30 on the screen at once, so... In my opinion, it's a lot less. I guess for now we'll keep it at normal. Urban-focused or uniform. I guess urban makes more sense. Controllers where some randomizations applied to zombie distribution. I guess keep that enabled. How frequently new zombies are added to the world? We definitely want that set to none. I'm just going to assume that that's what that means. Migration allows them to migrate. That's fine. Speed, let's see. How fast? Again, by default? By default, this is now randomized? It's no longer all fast shamblers? That's crazy. Alright, so let me see here. Sprinting, fast shambler, random. Alright, it's going to be Last Stand based, so we have to keep it on random. That is kind of the funny thing with Last Stand. Like, we're just gonna make it so, it's completely random, because if you've never played Last Stand, let me tell you right now, some of the zombies are slow as molasses, some are Olympic sprinters, some die in a single bullet, some will casually tank like 50 bullets, so we're gonna make it very random. How strong they are, though, that's the part where I'm a bit more iffy. Because, like, in the first 2 games, they all do the same amount of damage, and in the 3rd game, their damage can vary slightly, but it's more about their level dash if they're carrying weapons. Yeah, they can carry weapons in Last Stand's lore. It's kind of nuts. Like, I'm thinking of just keeping that on normal, honestly, because, like, well, we could do random and make it so superhuman. We could just pretend they're holding hammers and boards like they do later on. And the ones that are weak are, like, the slower ones, so I guess we can keep that random. Toughness, again, that's changed to random now. Interesting. Again, we'll keep that at random. That works. Alavox knocks fire spreads. Blood and saliva, saliva. Okay, so getting hit, only getting bit, start infected for challenge runs, I guess, and none. None because in Union City you're completely immune. Mortality from it, never. Again, because you're completely immune. Alright, their intelligence. The zombies in all the Last Stand games are pretty dim-witted, so if random sprinter amount is set to 0, all of them will only be shamblers or fast shamblers. Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for guiding me on the new stuff, J-Mac. Thank you very much. If random speed is enabled, this controls what percentage of them. Okay, so it's percentage. Okay, well, sprinters are not very common in Last Stand, but they do definitely exist. It's like off the top of my head, every, like, 50 zombies, like, maybe 15 of them are going to be sprinters, so 15%? 10%? Like I said, they're definitely supposed to be the minority, but I guess we'll stick with 10%. Maybe buff that up once I come back and review everything. Alright, so about 10% will be randomly sprinters. Strength random, toughness random. No transmission since in Union City are immune. It's hard to say if Jack in the first 2 games is immune. I say hard to say because, well, you die in 1 hit in those games. Because it's a barricade system. Like, it's more like your wall is your health bar, essentially. Whereas in Union City, you can be wailed on and you'll be just fine. Okay, maybe not just fine, but you won't die from the disease itself. Random door opening amount. What? Random door opening... What does that mean? I'm not too sure what that one means. I'll come back to that. Alright, so cognition. Okay, I guess basic is the stupidest we can give them. Navigate and use doors, they definitely don't know how to do that. Navigate, they definitely don't know how to do that. I guess basic is just going to have to do, because there's nothing stupider, because the zombies in Last Stand are pretty dim-witted. I mean, hell, in the 3rd game, they can't even figure out that you went through a door and can't follow you into it. Like, if there's a horde, then they can break through the wall, technically ceiling, but, like, in any other circumstance, they can't even follow you. In fact, they'll even forget about you if you stay back there for just a few seconds, so I guess zombie intelligence will have to be just set as low as possible. I don't know what random door opening amount means. Crawl under vehicles. None of them are smart enough to do that. All of them try to break through stuff, so crawlers only is the... Okay, that's all I can do. It'll have to do with that one, just because, like I said, they don't know how to crawl in Last Stand. They just immediately attack whatever they see. Memory. How long they remember a player after seeing or hearing them. Wait, wrong game. Well, anyway, hi, Worm. Time to melt some zombies. Hey, Yosef, how you doing? Okay, memory is going to have to be set to short, because, like I said, the zombies in Last Stand are not very smart. Like, you go behind a door and just wait 10 seconds, they instantly forget about you, so... Actually, which... I mean, there is no... I feel like none will be too broken, right? Like, if it's set to none, that just means they... Just, as soon as you're out of your sight, they instantly stop, right? Alright, what's the normal one? Normal? That may make sense. Random between normal and none. So, randomly go from having none, normal, and short. I mean, that could work, but... I'm gonna stick with short, because like I said, in Last Stand, they forget about you once you go behind a door for just a few seconds, so that'll work. Short memory, yeah. Sighting, again, it's a little hard to say. Like, In the first 2 games, that doesn't really apply since they already know you're there and are attacking deliberately. In the 3rd game, however, their sight is a bit of a toss-up. Sometimes they come sprinting towards you when they're not even on the screen yet, and sometimes they don't move at all when you're directly behind them. So, I don't know, maybe randomly between normal and poor. I think that makes a bit more sense. Random between normal and poor, so yeah. Yeah, that can work. Hearing radius, again, it's a bit hard to say. Like, I mean, there's not really an explanation as to how they even find you in the first game. It's not even like Jack's making any noise, they just kind of show up. Second game, I could totally believe that they smell him or something, but, like, second game, he's, like, almost always directly in the middle of the city, so it's a bit harder to figure that one out. You could make the argument that they hear the guns, but I don't know. I think we're going to keep that again between random and... yeah, random, normal, and poor. The new stealth system. What's the new one? Activates the new advanced stealth mechanics, which allows you to hide from zombies behind cars, takes traits and weather into account, and much more. I mean, sure, I'm probably not going to be sneaking very much anyway. Environmental attacks. If zombies that have not seen and not heard a player can attack doors or constructions. I prefer not to. Let me think. Any examples of that in Last Stand? I mean, there's plenty of chaos and destruction throughout the cities you see in Union City, but... I mean, that could easily be from, like, the riots and the wars that they, like, were waging there, because the National Guard is there, so a little hard to say. I guess we'll leave that off. Can damage destructions. I mean, I would prefer to turn this off because it feels like they're heat-seeking missiles and actively seek out them, but it fits the theme of the build, so I gotta keep that enabled. Here we go. Day and night cycle. This is what we're talking about. Whether zombies are more active during the day or night, active will use the speed stat set in the speed setting, inactive will be slower and tend not to give chase. Default is both. We gotta set that to night, because even though it doesn't have any effect in Union City, in Last Stand 1 and 2, the zombies are purely nocturnal, and they can't come out during the day. They hide in buildings, kind of like I'm Legend, which, to be fair, they do errata that in the 3rd game, and now they're always active all the time, but, like I said, it's a bit more about the 2nd game than anything else, so we'll stick with nighttime. Okay, if I remember right, it becomes night at 8 p.m. and doesn't end until 9 a.m. Yeah. Zombie house alarm triggering. If a zombie triggers... Hello, worm. What kind of game is that? Hey, BZ. This here is Project Zomboid. It's just a survival zombie game, and I'm trying to roleplay from another zombie game, which I'll admit, I do like how that's something you can do in this game. And also, we're trying out the newest build with a massive overhaul update that I've never once touched, so... yeah. Alright. If a zombie triggers house alarms when breaking through a window or door... I mean, it would make sense, right? Might as well keep that enabled. Drag down. If multiple attacking zombies can drag you down to kill you, depends on their strength. Okay, in Union City, they can't do that at all. In the 1st and 2nd game, I mean, even just one can do that, so I don't know. I don't know. That one's a bit more difficult for me to figure out. I'd say since in Union City, even if there's like 80 of them, well, they can't be 80, but like, what was the maximum? 20 or 30? I don't remember. But, like, in Union City, even if the maximum amount are attacking you all at once, they can't drag you down. They can stun lock you, though, because, like, one of them can, like, grab you. So, again, a little hard to say. We'll come back to that. If zombies have a chance to lunge at you after climbing over a thing, well, in all the Last Stand games, they can't climb over anything. They just attack whatever's blocking them, break it, and then keep moving forward, so... Fake dead zombie reanimation. Whether some dead-looking zombies will reanimate to attack you. World zombies, world in combat zombies, never. So, whether they can pretend to be dead. Alright, that's fine. Armor factor. Serves as a multiplier to determine the effectiveness of armor that they're wearing. I mean, in Last Stand, there is SWAT, police, and soldier zombies, and they all can take more punishment, especially the soldier ones who are wearing bulletproof vests and bulletproof helmets, so We'll keep that as is, I guess. Maximum defense they can have. 85? That's nuts. Chance of an attached weapon. Percentage of chance of having a random attached weapon. I mean, it's pretty common in Last Stand for the zombies to be carrying weapons, so... maybe I should bump that up a little bit. Chance of having a random attached... yeah, let's bump that up. Let's bump that up to 15, because it is relatively common. But how much damage zombies... they added fall damage to the zombies can... well, that's new. That wasn't in Build 41. I don't even think zombies could be pushed off of anything in Build 41, so that's interesting. Player spawn area. Zombies will not spawn where you spawn. Default, inside a building and around it. Inside the building, inside the room, zombies can spawn anywhere. I guess inside the building and around it. Is it free? I don't think so. I think it's like 20 bucks. Okay, population. Here we go. Default is 65%. Oh, this... okay, yeah, never mind. Start multiplier times 1. Peak multiplier 50%. Peak day 28. Respawn hours. Here we go. If 0, respawning is disabled. Number of hours that must pass in order for them to respawn. Respawn multiplier. Why is that 0.1? Cell's desired population may respawn. No, 0. Redistribute hours. The number of hours that must pass before a zombie migrates to another cell. Follow sound distance, 100 feet. Rally group size 20. Rally group size variance 50. Rally travel distance. Group separation. Group radius. Count before deletion. Alright. Alright, I guess that'll work. I'm about 4,000 hours in on Zomboid. It's worth 20 bucks. I agree. I agree. There are some things I don't like about it, but for the most part, I loved it. I mean, I loved Build 41 a lot. I've never played Build 42 before, but that's what we're doing here. Granted, it won't be the vanilla experience, and we're going to be playing a very different game, essentially, but still. Alright, let's see. Loot respawn. Let's keep that off. Because in none of the games do loot ever respawn, so let's keep that off. Construction prevents loot respawns. Items will not respawn in buildings that you have personally made. I mean, they're not going to respawn anyway, so... Maximum looted building chance. The chance that any building will have already been looted and found. Let me think. Did we ever get an answer in Last Stand in the first game? How recent the... okay, in the first 3 games, the zombie apocalypse is so recent that there's still electricity, still running water, and still a shit ton of unscavenged stuff, so maybe we should lower that. Any building will already be looted when found. Let's lower that, because in Last Stand, very rarely is there anything empty, so let's cut that almost in half, a little bit more than half, 10%. Just because, like I said, very, very, like, unlikely. Days until max looted building chance. What? How long it takes for maximum looted building chance to be reached? I don't fully know what that means. How long it takes for maximum looted building chance? Oh, as in, like, the longer the time goes on, the more likely, as if to imply there's other people out there taking stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. Rural building. Oh, it's separate. The chance that any rural building will have already been looted when found. Alright. Maximum diminished loot percentage. The maximum loot that won't spawn when days until maximum diminished loot is reached. Huh? The maximum loot that will not spawn when days... I'm playing a game called Breakers. When a raider sees my level and rank, they leave. That's funny. The maximum loot that won't spawn... Hold on, okay, let me, oh, hold on, my dyslexia is kicking in a bit. The maximum loot that will not spawn when days until maximum diminished loot is reached. As in, this is the peak amount that will no longer spawn, alright? How long it takes for maximum diminished loot percentage to be reached. Maximum looted building rooms. If a building more than this amount of rooms Wait, if a building has more than this amount of rooms, it will not be looted. Okay. Your settings look awesome. Can't wait to see you play. Thanks. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as accurate to Last Stand as possible. Okay, this is a bit of a pickle for me, though. I don't know if I should touch any of these here, because, I mean, in none of the Last Stand games do you spend, like, years. Like, Last Stand 1 is only 20 days. Last Stand 2 has a time limit, and the peak is 40 days, but usually you're going to be done before that. And Union City, well, Union City is so short and easy you can beat it in a week, but I don't know. But technically it doesn't have a time limit. You could be there for a year and nothing will change world-wise, but like they do clearly expect you to be able to beat it within 10 days, which makes a lot more sense. Oh god, oh man, they changed this. This used to be a lot easier to figure out, because it used to be rare, common, uncommon, etc., etc. Oh Christ! All right, does anyone have like an idea of like how common common is and how rare is and how all this other stuff is? Because like I want to make ammo insanely common like it is in Last Stand, and I want the non-perishable foods as well, because like I said, in Last Stand, a lot of scavenging, you'll find a shit ton of non-perishable. So, I don't know. I'm not too sure what it is. Like, is 1.0, like, normal rate? Like, hey, JMac, let me know if you know, but, like, is, like, for example, 4 very common, 3 common, 2 normal, 1 rare, and anything less than that very rare? Is that what that is? If you turn advanced off, it switches back. Oh, it does? Ah, thank you. That is so much easier for me to figure out. Alright. That doesn't change any of this, right? No. Okay, good. And then custom, 10... Okay, good. Good. Thank you. That helps so much. Okay, perishable food, let me try to think. Union City, how often do you find perishables? We'll keep that at normal. Non-perishable, on the other hand, that was quite abundant, honestly. Got your back, buddy. Thank you, JMac, you're very helpful. In Union City, non-perishables are fucking everywhere. Like, they are everywhere. Like, Union City, every cabinet is gonna have canned food, it'll have a bag of chips, it's gonna have chocolate bars, like Union City is, like, full of food. I mean, it makes sense. It's a giant city, but still. Melee weapons were somewhat common in Union City. They were insanely rare in Last Stand 2. In fact, in the first game, there's only 1, but, you know. Ranged weapons, in Union City, they're somewhat common, but in Last Stand 1 and 2, they are very abundant. We'll set this one to... This one's a little harder to figure out. I had a burger yesterday in your honor, Worm. Thank you, Beezy. I appreciate that. Ranged weapons... In Union City, they're somewhat common, and in the first 2 games, they are extremely common, so I think we should try to meet, like, the middle ground here. Well, we can't, because that's in between. We'll leave it as common, I guess. Ammo, on the other hand, was extraordinarily abundant in Last Stand. Like in the first 2 games, ammo's not even a concern. You have infinite ammo. You need to reload, but you have infinite. Whereas in the 3rd game, ammo's no longer infinite, but it's not exactly hard to find, so... Medical supplies, in the first game, that's not a thing. In the 2nd game, it's somewhat rare. Actually, I'd say it's kind of rare. It's about rare. In the 2nd game, it's rare, and in the 3rd game, it's quite common, so we'll balance it out and say normal. Essentials. Fishing rod, tent, camping, etc. Okay, in the first game, this doesn't exist, because you're just holding out in your own personal safe spot. In the 2nd game, these things are quite common, and in the 3rd game, they're very abundant, so balance it out and say common. Mechanics, again, not a thing in the first 2 games. And in the 3rd game, it's a junk thing that you have no use for, so... I guess we'll keep that at normal. Books, not even mentioned in any of the well, actually, yeah, they're not mentioned at all in the first 2 games, but in the 3rd game, skill books are a thing, and they are somewhat rare. I don't know. Should I make that rare or keep that at normal? We'll come back to that. Hang on. Items that teach recipe. That's not a thing in any of the games. Alternative literature. Other items that can be read. Alright, keep that at normal. I mean, that's pretty common in Union City. Clothing. Oh, God. I wish clothing was more rare in Union City. Like, that's something you never say about any zombie game. Like, in the first 2 games, this is not a thing. And Jack just wears the same thing he always wears, but, like, in Union City, like, man, in Union City, like, you'll find clothing everywhere. It is so abundant. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bump that up to, like, reflect it. Bags. In the first 2 games, these are not things, but in the 3rd game, these things are, again, somewhat common. Keys. Keys for buildings, cars, etc. First 2 games, not a thing. Union City, they are a thing and they are rare, so we'll keep it at rare. VHSs and CDs, again, not a thing in any of the games. Mementos, spiffos, plushies, and collectibles. We'll keep that as is. Cooking. Items used for cooking, such as, including those knives, which can be weapons, does not include food itself. It includes both usable and unusable. First 2 games doesn't exist. 3rd game, however, they are pretty common junk items, so... They are common junk items, though, so I guess common. Items and weapons that are used as ingredients for crafting. A general category that does not include items that belong to other things does not include tools. Okay, in the first game, that's not a thing. In the 2nd game, these are very common. And in the 3rd game, they're somewhat common, so I guess common. Farming. Items and weapons that are used for agriculture and husbandry. Okay, first game, not a thing at all. 2nd game, not a thing at all. 3rd game, I'd say it's not very common, but it's also not insanely rare, so I guess we'll just keep that at normal. Items and weapons that are tools, but don't fit into other categories. First game, not real. 2nd game, not real. 3rd game, very common junk items with occasional weapons and occasional quest items, so I guess we'll stick it normal. Everything else affects all items in town and road zones. Again, a bit vague, so I guess we'll just keep that at normal. And then generators. What's extremely rare to them? Oh, even with advanced, that... Interesting. Oh, 2 is common. Huh, guess we could have just experimented with that a bit, huh? So 0.4 is rare, 0.6 is normal, 2 is common, and 3 is abundant. Honestly, for ammo, I'm tempted to increase that even further, because like I said... Yeah, we'll increase that even further, because like I said, ammo in all 3 of the games... Just, like, the first 2 games, infinite ammo, and the 3rd game, ammo's super easy to get, so... Same with non-perishable, like... I don't want to increase it to 4, just because I feel like that'd make the game a little bit too easy, but... At the same time, I am trying to reflect it, so... Yeah. Alright, so... Very common, abundant, common, abundant, rare, normal, rare, yeah. Generators are mentioned in the first game, and it's what you're using, and Jack mentions how he needs fuel soon, or else it'll run out. That's before the game even ends, and you don't actually need to worry about it. 2nd game, I don't think he ever mentions them, because he's constantly moving. And then in the 3rd game, generators are mentioned by other survivors at their own holdouts, so... I guess we can just keep that as rare. Just because, like I said, like, it's mentioned in the 1st and 3rd game. In the 2nd game, they never mention it, so meh. Items that will not spawn. Remove unwanted story loot. Story loot. Items that on the loot item removal list, or have their rarity set to none, will not spawn in World Store. Okay, that doesn't matter. If enabled, items of the loot remove item system, or that have their rarity set to none, will not spawn when worn by or attached to zombies. Rolls multiplier. It is recommended you never change this. Okay. Adjust the number of rolls made on loot tables when spawning. Will not reduce the number below 1. Can negatively impact performance if set too high. Interesting. Zombie population loot effect. If greater than 0, the spawn loot is increased relative to the number of zombies nearby, with the effect multiplying by this number. I mean, the first game never mentions where he's scavenging. The second game, it's mentioned how, like, certain areas are more dangerous, but by more dangerous, he means takes longer to search. And in the third game, areas that are more infested generally do have better loot, so... I don't know. I think we'll just keep that at none for now. Suppressors, insanely rare. Yeah, that works. Alright, time for the world. Alright, water shut off. An exact day now? It's no longer random? Interesting. Alright. Oh, no, wait. There it is. Never mind. How long after the default starting date that plumbing fixtures stop being infinite source of water? Oh, it's just a cap. I get it now. Alright. Electricity shut off. 14 days to 2 months. Water shut off 0 to 6 months. Why is this different? That feels a bit weird, but alright. Alarm battery decay. How long alarm batteries can last after the power shuts off? Interesting. Let me think. So, water is never mentioned as an issue in the first game. We can theorize that Jack has a well since he is in the middle of nowhere. Second game, he's looting and everything as he moves to the city. And in the third game with Union City, water is, actually never even once mentioned. Food's mentioned, but never once is water mentioned. Like, there are drinkable items, like there's soda and water bottle, but there's not a separate thirst system. There's only a hunger system, and that satiates it, so... a little hard to say. I guess we'll keep that as is. Electricity, this is also going to be a bit more tricky, because in Union City, there's still electricity. Union City, we're never given an exact timeline on when the zombie apocalypse happens in Last Stand, but in the first game, it's relatively recent. Like, maybe within a week. I say that because... I say that because in the first game, he mentions how there's still electricity and how he can still watch TV. Like, TV is still a thing. By day 14 in the game, the TV goes out, and he says, guess they finally reached the station. But the electricity itself's still working. Second game, there's still electricity working. And even by Union City, there's still electricity working everywhere. So... and Union City does take place at minimum 2 months into the apocalypse. Minimum. Now, granted, the zombie apocalypse only recently reached Union City. And by recently, I mean within, like, the past, like, 5 days or so. But, like, we do get a confirmation that the second game takes place a month after the first one. And you have 40 days to reach Union City by the second game. If we go by the assumption that Jack made it, like, within a month or so, which is very realistic. On average, the average player will get there within 25. We'll just say 2 months. So it's been about 2 months and there's still electricity, so... I guess we can bump that up. 14 days to set. How long after the default day, after the electricity shuts off for good? Let's increase that to make it so it's, at absolute minimum, it's gotta be a bit more than 2 months, since that's how it is in the game, so... 60... let's just say 65, why not? Water shut off. Again, never once even mentioned. I mean, realistically, I mean, in a real apocalypse, if everybody disappeared and was stopped maintaining these stuff, this thing would shut off after about a month, so... yeah, let's just make that 30. Let's just kind of reflect it, why not? Alarm battery, I'm not too sure about that one. Alright, house alarm frequency. How likely you are to activate an alarm? I mean, not everyone had an alarm in 1993. Let me think. Now, in Last Stand, that's never an issue. like, ever, period, in any of the games. But I do want to keep it on for the sake of this game, make it a bit harder, you know? Locked doors. In the first 2 games, that's not an issue, presumably, because Jack just breaks the door if he can't get in. In the 3rd game, however, there are some locked-off areas. But there's always some workaround, so... I guess sometimes. Fire can spread, of course. Generator works in exterior. If enabled, generators will work on exterior tiles. This will allow, for example, the powering of gas pumps. I don't know why that wouldn't always be a thing. Generator tile range, 20? 20? That seems a little thin, don't you think? Vertical range, up to 3 upwards. Interesting. Again, that seems a little flimsy, doesn't it? I'm gonna buff that a little bit, just because that does not seem very far at all. Infinite gas pumps. If enabled, gas pumps do not run out of fuel. I mean, you can technically find an infinite amount of fuel in Union City. Technically. I say technically, because in Union City, the zombies can have a very small chance of dropping fuel, and in Union City, they respawn, so... eh. Initial minimum gas pump amount. The minimum amount of gasoline that can be spawned at gas pumps, I mean, it starts very early on. So, like, I'd assume it'd be normal. Initial maximum it can have. I'd say full, that'd be realistic. Initial gas pump empty chance, 20%. Light bulb lifespan. The longer light bulbs last for breaking, if 0, they don't break. Default is 2. Why is this reduced? What? The default is 2, so why is this reduced? Interesting. Gas pumps never run out of fuel. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna click that for the sake of convenience. Food spoilage. Let's see, very slow. How fast the food will spoil, inside or outside a fridge? I mean, technically, food never spoils in Union City, but there's not very many perishable foods in the first place. In fact, the only ones I can think of off the top of my head are the fresh apple you can find, and the oranges you can find. They never spoil, but then again, in the 3rd game, you're usually done within 5 days, so... eh. Let's say slow, for the sake of it. How effective a fridge will be at keeping food fresh longer? High. Rotten food removal. How long it takes for rotten food to be removed? -1 means it never is removed. That's fine. That's fine. Hours for removal. That's fine. Basements. How frequently basements will spawn at randomized locations. Maximum fire fuel hours. Maximum hours of fuel that can be placed in campfire, wood stoves, etc. Okay, the first 2 games that's not a thing, but there is constantly fires burning in certain areas. Now, that could just be because of the art style, but I don't know. But, like, only 8 feels a bit flimsy. I don't know. Maximum amount of hours that can be placed at one. Okay, so if I have more, I can put more in there. I'm buffing that. I'm buffing that. Like, if I can put more in there and it's not like, oh, it actually burns for that long, but rather that's how long you can max it out if you give it fuel. Yeah, we're buffing that. Basements. Okay, in the first game, that's not a thing because you never leave the place, but in the second game... I mean, in the second game, one of the cities, you literally are holding out in a basement, so... there's that. And then in the 3rd game... in the 3rd game, they're kind of rare. We'll just keep it as is. Alright, nature. Darkness during the night. Bright. Why do I have this set to bright? What? I mean, cold? Why do I have this set to cold? What? What was my preset? Genuinely. Alright, well... I mean, I get it. It was probably just because normally I can see just fine anyway, but, like... let's make that normal... temperature. I don't know why I have that set to cold. That seems weird. How often it rains. In the first game, it never rains. and the second game it also never rains, but then again, those games, the gameplay is only at night, so maybe it's happening during the day. I don't know. Fog intensity, that's not a thing in the first 2 games. In fact, it actually never rains, and actually it never rains in any of the games. I just realized, damn. Probably because it was a Flash game, but still. God bless and keep it up. I don't understand Zomboid, so I'm going to stick around for a few, then dip. Alright, man. It's going to take me a little while, though, because I'm just, like, thinking about what settings I want. And I'm only halfway through it, Jesus. Rain intensity, we'll keep that normal. Erosion, that can stay the same. That can stay the same. That can be the same. Compost time. How long it takes for food to break down? That's probably never going to happen. The abundancy efficient. Why is that poor by default? You think normal would be normal? Abundance of items found in foraging. Plant resilience. How much water plants lose per day and their ability to avoid disease. Alright. Farming abundance. Kill crops grown inside. When enabled, crops and herbs grown inside buildings will die. Okay. I get that's to prevent like players just holding out in a safe area, but like still. Plant growing seasons. When enabled, they grow during certain seasons. That's fine. What? It is recommended you do not change this. Why do I even have the option then? Dirt can be placed and farming performed on anything other than the ground level. Okay. Snow can accumulate on the ground. Enable tainted tooltip, that's useful. Maximum vermin index, the frequency and intensity of rats infesting buildings. I forgot they added rats to the game. Nice. Maximum vermin index, how long it takes for the maximum of them to be reached. Clay chance, like. Chance to turn dirt floor into clay floor. Oh, I forgot that was also a thing they added. Cool. Oh boy, helicopter. Okay, so helicopters only show up once at the very ending of the first game, and it's when you get rescued. Second game, well, the intro states that the helicopter crashes, and they're never mentioned. And then in the third game, helicopters are... Actually, I don't think they're even mentioned. No, I don't think they are. So, yeah, let's make that the default once. Meta event. How often zombie attracting metagame events such as distant gunshots will occur? Let me think. First game, that's not a thing. Second game, you can make the argument that's what's attracting them. Third game, that's extremely common, so... I guess we keep it as common, because, like I said, in Union City, that's very common. Sleeping event. How often events will happen when you sleep, such as nightmares? I guess sometimes. Fun fact, Jack never sleeps. Literally never. He does not sleep. Generator consumption. How much fuel is consumed by generators in-game per hour? Jesus, why is that so high? Why is that set to be so high? What? How much fuel is consumed per in-game hour? Default is 0.10, so why is that? What the hell? Yeah, make that the default. Why is that set so high? Randomized building. The chance of finding randomized buildings on the map, burnt-out houses, ones that contain loot stashes, dead bodies, etc. I would say often, just because in Union City everything is uniquely handcrafted and there's a reason to go everywhere. Not everything's spectacular, but there's a reason to go everywhere. And in the second game, when searching is a primary thing, again, well, the loot in the second one is randomized for the most part, to a degree, but, like, yeah. So I guess we'll just keep that as often. Randomized road stories. The chance of road stories such as police roadblocks spawning. I mean, that is a thing in the second game. There's scripted areas for it in the third game. We'll just make that rare. Zone stories. The chance of stories specific to map zones, i.e. a campsite and a forest spawning. Again, quite common in the third game, but doesn't exist in the first one, and is kind of rare in the second one, so... I guess sometimes balance it out. Anointed map chance. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I said it very often just because I wanted to read the lore building. Corpses are eventually removed. 216 days, jeez. Health impact, zombie health impact. When nearby a living zombie, they have the same impact. Blood level. How much blood is sprayed by injuries? I remember I set this to none exclusively just because I didn't want to deal with the annoyance of having to constantly clean it up, so yeah. Blood splat, lifetime day. Number of days before all blood splats are removed. Removal happens when map chunks are loaded. 0 means it will never disappear. Ugh. Corpses of maggot. Corpse maggot spawn in bodies, yeah. Medialist meta. If a piece of media hasn't been fully seen or read, the setting determines whether it's displayed as unknown, or hidden entirely. I mean, this is just information. If it's like, I look at my collector stuff and it's like, have I found it yet, right? Well, I mean, that doesn't really change it too much, now does it? That's fine. Whether the time of day changes naturally, or if it's always day or night, I didn't know that was a thing. Climate cycle, whether weather changes or remains in a single state. Endless rain, endless storm, endless snow, endless blizzard, no weather. Normal. Well, I mean, if I wanted to make it authentic, I'd select no, but I don't want to do that. Whether fog occurs naturally, never, or as always. Normal. Zombie damage defenses. How many zombies it takes to damage a tall fence. Damage multiplier, how quickly zombies damage them. I want to disable this. I really do. Okay, if I set this to -1, does that mean they can't damage the tall fence at all? Or does that mean it dies instantly? Genuinely, I don't know what that means. Hey, JMac, if you're still watching, can you help me out with this? Because I don't want them to be able to destroy, like, the default fences, like how the fences are invincible in build 41. I kind of want that to be a thing, because I want the zombies to, like, be tunneled towards a specific area, kind of like in Last Stand 2 and 1. So, if you know, I'd like to know. Light needed to read a map. If enabled, maps can't be read unless there's a source of light. I mean, that's realistic, but... Allows world map, allows mini-map. Yeah. How quickly zombies damage tall fences. Again, until JMac gets back to me, I'm gonna set that to -1. Assume that means they can't damage it at all. I assume that's what that means. Character. We may need to come back to this. How fast your hunger, thirst, and fatigue will decrease. Normal. Endurance, regeneration, normal. Nutrition system. Enable that, yeah. Turning this off will disable or enable weight loss and gain. I mean, that's not a thing in the first 3 games, so... I don't know. Spawn with some chips, water ball, small backpack. I mean, let's turn that off. Free trade bonuses. We'll come back to that, because we may need to invest that, because I want to make my character as accurate to Jack as I can. Player built construction strength. I mean, I think Jax's shit can last a long time. Like, it can take a shit ton of zombies to break the first barricade, which he made with his own hands. Everything in the second game breaks a lot easier. However, there are also not things that he had time to build, so... Injury severity. The impact of injuries have on you. Bone fracture. If survivor has broken limbs. Muscle strain. Yeah. Fractures is a multiplier when applying muscle strain when swinging stuff. Discomfort. Wound infection damage. Setting it to 0 or -1 prevents them from breaking it. Okay, good. Thank you, JMac. Thank you. Because I do want it to be like that. Because, like, in in Last Stand 1, 2, and 3, they can't destroy pre-made stuff. They can only destroy your barricades, so, yeah. Wound infection damage. If greater than 0, damage can be taken from a serious wound. Clothing degradation. No black clothes. If true clothing with randomized tints will not be so dark to be virtually black. Okay. Chance of being bitten when a zombie attacks you from behind. I mean, that's not a thing in the first 2 games, so... Multi-hit. If certain melee weapons can hit multiple on hit, firearms use damage chance. Replaces chance to hit mechanics with chance to damage. I don't like that. I mean, the first... Actually, yeah, we should turn that off, because in the first 3 games, it's all about, It's all about chance to hit rather than chance to damage, so I think that makes a bit more sense. Yeah. Noise multiplier, I guess that's fine the way it is. Jamming chance. I mean, that literally can't happen in any of the games. I mean, you can get... I mean, not really jam, but, like, you can end up firing with no bullets and waste your own time in the third game, but I don't know. Multiplier for moodle effects to hit. I don't know about that. Weather multiplier. The effects of weather to chance to hit. Headgear effect. Enables to have headgear like welding mask affect your hit chance. Alright, sure. Melee movement disruption. If melee attacking slows you down or not. I mean, it doesn't slow you down at all in the first 2 games. Actually, no, it... Yeah, even in Union City it doesn't slow you down, so yeah, let's turn that off. All clothing immediately, nah. Enable poisoning. If poison can be added to food... I mean, I'm not going to be doing that deliberately, so... I don't know. Literate... Wait. Hold on. Number of days before one can benefit from reading previously read items. Wait, what? Number of days before one can benefit from reading previously read... So, as in, like, something that's supposed to reduce boredom and the... Okay. I get that, then. If that's the case, 20, because, like, come on. I have to wait a month and a half before I become interested in a book again. Bro, I could read Arthur Spiderwick's Field Guide to the Fantastical World Around You like 1,000 times and I wouldn't get bored. Granted, I am autistic as hell, so, you know. If there are diminishing returns on bonus traits provided from selecting multiple negative... Wait, what? If there are diminishing returns on bonus trait points provided from selecting multiple negatives. 1 point... Oh... Okay, that's for challenges. I'm good. Minutes per skill book page. The number of in-game minutes it takes to read 1 page of a skill book. We're gonna lower that to 1 instead of 2 because our time is set to be much longer, so that way it doesn't take as long to read. Maximum dismantling. When a skill is at this level or above, scrapping furniture does not provide experience anymore. Does not apply to Does not apply to electrical. When a skill is at this level or above, scrapping furniture will not provide its XP. What? Hi, I don't know anyone here Hi, I don't know anyone here. This got recommended to me, but God loves y'all and have an awesome day. Thank you, A-Tipton. Thank you very much, bud. If you want to stay and watch me play some Zomboid, I would appreciate that too. But I also massively appreciate your message as well. Anyway, maximum media XP level. When a skill is at this level or above, the media will no longer provide experience for it. What? Hold on, what? When a skill is at this level, media no longer... Bro, get rid of that! No, fuck that! Max that out! Make that how it was in build 41. Hell no. Alright. Easy climbing. Disables the failure chance when climbing stuff. I mean, you can't fail in Union City, but there is no other example of it in the entire franchise, so I don't know. See not known recipes. If true, you'll be able to see any recipes that can be done with a station, even if you haven't learned it. Sure. Just because I need to see what's new. Global multiplier. Keep that the same. Keep that the same. Wow, they added a lot new. They added a lot more new skills, didn't they? Alright, vehicles. If they're found locked or need keys to start. Survivor vehicles. Whether a player can discover a car that has been cared for after the inspection struck. I mean, most of the vehicles you see in Last Stand, granted they're usually used for, you should do the same with dismantling option. If it stays at 0, you can't dismantle. Oh. Why is that even a thing? And why is it by default 0? That's terrible. That's awful. Why is that the way it is by default? That's awful. Thank you for the heads up, J-Mac. Wow. Okay, Alright, like I said, I feel like this should be set to high just because, like I said, in Last Stand 1, it's only about a week into it, if even that. And most of the cars and vehicles you see in the Last Stand franchise are one of two things. Either in pristine condition, or absolutely totaled and wrecked. So, there is no in-between. And when they're totaled and wrecked, it's usually because of the massive wars that were going on in the cities, like in Jonestown, or it's because they were used to run over a bunch of Zed, which is another example in Union City. But in Union City, you can see a ton of cars that are in high condition, so that'll work. Vehicle spawn rate. How frequently vehicles can be found? I mean, they're not exactly the most common thing in the universe, so I guess we can keep that at low for now. Let me think. Chance to have gas. I mean, that's not a thing in any of the games because you can't drive anything. Probably as a reprimand of it being a Flash game, but you know. I guess we can just keep that as is. Keep that as is. Keep that as is. Locked chance. How likely they are to be locked? I'd say sometimes. General condition should be high. Like I said, they're always either totally wrecked or in pristine condition, so let's just balance it out. Car wreck congestion. If traffic jams consisted of wrecked cars will appear on the main roads. You do see that in Last Stand 2, so yeah. Alarms that... These literally do not exist in any of the games, so never. Player can take damage from crashes. Again, not a thing, but, you know, here we'll keep it. Car damage on impact, siren shut-off hours. Player damage from vehicle impacts. Damage received by the player from being crashed. Oh, okay. Well, that literally can't happen in single player, so attract zombies makes sense. Livestock. Alright, this is a new one. I won't know any of this. I probably won't interact with it, but you know. Speed at which animal status is reduced. How long they'll be pregnant before giving birth. They added that to the game. Wow. You got a lot of settings, my main man. Yeah, tell me about it. I think we should just keep all this the same, because I've met a predator. If a meta, not visible in-game, fox may attack your chickens if the hutch's door is left open at night. I mean... I'm probably not going to do that at all, to be honest. Mating season will respect it, otherwise they can reproduce all year round. Animal calls will attract zombies. Interesting. Chance of animals leaving tracks. Paths. Alright. And then my mod. I have two mods. One that lets me reload all bullets instead of having to do them individually, because that's just so annoying. And this mod which adds more weapons. So let me just check this real quick. That's all about suppressors. Spawns. Here we go. AK. Yes, enable the AK. Why would the AK not be here? The iconic ICA-19. I don't know what that weapon is, so we'll keep that off, I guess. Shotgun, revolver. Are these even a thing in real life? Like, is there even such a thing as a shotgun suppressor? Or a revolver suppressor, for that matter? I've never heard of that. I mean, then again, you know what? Nah, we'll turn it on just because it's a new weapon. So, like, this mod adds all these weapons here, as you can see. AK is going to be absolutely essential because that's Jack's signature weapon. Let's save these settings, yeah. Anyway, alright, let me do a quick review. Daytime, 12 hours. I would normally do real time, but I feel like that'd be just a bit too lengthy. Plus, then I'll be sitting around doing nothing indoors for like 6 real-life hours. I don't think you guys want that. Zombie respawns and turned off. Urban, normal. Here we go. Okay. They move randomly. They can be fast, normal, or sprinters. It is a 10% chance that they'll be sprinters. Strength is randomized. Durability is randomized. That makes sense. Can't be infected because, like I said, Jack in the first 2 games dies in 1 hit, but in Union City you can be wailed on all day and you can never be infected, so... You know. New stealth system, I guess, why not? Randomly between normal and poor. Sighting, random between normal and poor. Memory, very short, because the zombies in this franchise are very stupid. It's reminding me of when I'm creating my character in Baldur's Gate 3 and I take a long time to get the details right. I mean, yeah. We haven't even gotten to the character, funny enough. Alright, let's see. Loot, make sure... I'm just reviewing everything real quick. Let's see. It's 4. Perishable is supposed to be insane, and ammo, yeah, that reflects Union City pretty well. I mean, another big feature that I can't do yet, but I will be able to do when build fucking 48 comes out in like 60 years. Jack is always accompanied by 4 other survivors that he can recruit throughout the game, so 6 in the first game, 4 in the second game, and I think it was 3 in Union City, so I guess canonically someone dies, but, you know. Alright, nature, meta, character, yeah. Okay, we may need to come back for free training points just because I do want to make Jack as accurate as possible here. Okay, here are the occupations. Now, we never get an actual confirmation with Jack, but it is heavily implied that he has some kind of military training because he's deeply desensitized, he never panics at all, and he knows how to use multiple firearms extremely efficiently. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see if there's any new stuff. Angler, fishing and foraging. Did that always have foraging? I don't know. Blacksmith. Oh yeah, blacksmith's been added. Forgot about that. Blacksmithing and maintenance. Cool. Burger flipper, keen cook. Wait, is that different? Nose cook. Okay, no, that's the same thing. It's just worded differently. Interesting. You're a funny guy. Damn right I am. Alright. Burglar, that looks the same. Yeah. Carpenter. Oh, this is different. This is very different. Hold on. +3 to carpentry, +1 to carving, +1 to maintenance, +1 to masonry, +1 to... What is masonry and what is carving? What? Okay, well, I'll just have to find out as I play the game. Very unfortunate. Chef, cooking, butchering. Butchering, that's a new one. Maintenance and short blunt. But short blunt? I remember it being short blade. Wait, what? Weird. Construction. Masonry, short blunt, maintenance, and carpentry. Do-it-yourself expert? What is this? 1 carpentry. Wow, -4? Are you serious? Can you make your guy like your cack and breakers? Normally, yes. Normally I would, but, like, we're doing a bit of a role play here. We're trying to beat Jack from Last Stand, so... Yeah. Carpentry. I mean, we should definitely increase carpentry, because, like, he does build all the barricades himself. But anyway. DIY. Carpentry, carving, maintenance, masonry, doctor... I love how this was, like, one of the worst and weakest occupations in the game, and they didn't bother to buff it at all. That's great. That's so funny. Did they buff First Aid in Build 42? Somehow I doubt it. Electrician... Engineer, can make traps, can operate generators, carpentry, electricity, masonry, farmer, again, one of the weakest ones, fire officer, this was like one of the strongest ones, and it looks like it's pretty much the same, fitness instructor, lumberjack, expert, better at shopping, better fast, okay, same thing, but worded differently. Am I crazy? I don't remember this giving you 2 in axe and 1 maintenance and 1 strength. I remember it giving you 2 axe and 2 strength. Am I crazy? Am I just remembering wrong? Oh well. Mechanic, familiar with mechanics. Nursery, light-footed, first aid. Park ranger. This was my favorite back when I first started playing the game. You can tell I was new to the game. It's not horrible. It's just not a good beginner choice. Officer... Aiming, nimble, and reload. I mean, objectively, this is better, but, you know. Animal care, butchering, and agriculture. Interesting. Security guard, tailor, +4. Impressive. Welder, and then veteran. I think we should go with veteran just because, like I said, he never panics, so desensitize will work a lot better. Aiming and reloading, again, makes perfect sense since Jack, again, you know... Like I said, it's implied he has military training, so I guess veteran's the closest we're going to get with that one. Alright, positive traits. Drives fast? Not really. Better at making pottery and glass cat? Nope. Better vision. He has really good vision. Even on the darkest night, he can see real good. Transfer items quicker. Faster rope climbing speed and a lower chance of falling. Faster weapons shouldering time. I mean, he can switch weapons real quick, so that could work. We might take Fast Reader just for convenience's sake. Agriculture... Invent... Whoa, I am dyslexic. Man, I want New Breakers content. Neither of you boys are on when I'm on most of the time. Listen, Romani, I actually do have a really cool video in the works. It's just I have to wait for my wife to get back and be done being busy because she needs to draw like 4 different frames of art in order for it to be a thing, alright? I don't really have much of a reason to play Breakers in the moment. I mean, neither do I outside of that, so... Like, I play the game casually here and there, but it's like, it's just so frustrating at the moment, because either it takes too long, or every raider's just a sweaty a-hole against a bunch of babies. Like, that's my primary issue with it at the moment. Anyway, innovative. Has a lower skill requirement. My dyslexia is kicking in. These words are melding together. Has lower skill requirements to research recipes from items. I don't know what that means. Okay. Light Eater, no. Low Thirst, no. Better at building, maybe. Outdoorsy, I mean, he does spend almost the entirety of the first 2 games outdoors. Well, mostly the first game, but you know. Wakeful. Normally I wouldn't take this, but he does stay up all night and he's just fine throughout the first 2 games, so it's only in the 3rd game does he go to a safe house to sleep, so... can carve wood and bone items. They added bone carving? That's nuts. Can't wait for the vid. I think I will be pleased. I hope you are, because I do have a funny gimmick idea with the skills you gave me. Crafty. Increased experience gains from crafting skills. Maybe. Iron Gut, King Cook. Oh. Maybe? I don't know. We don't really ever get information on what Jack, like, if he cooks to eat. Like, in the 3rd game, almost all foods you find are non-perishable, so, you know. I could see him hunting something. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that. Mechanical knowledge, definitely not. Angler, nope. Well, actually, no. He does mention knowing how to fish in the 2nd game, so... we'll come back to that, maybe. Long blunt, no. Eagle-eyed. Faster visibility, evade, higher visibility arc, weapon sights more effective long range. Definitely. I know it's not very good in-game, but, like, it suits the character. Make less noise when moving. I mean, that works for the 3rd game, but not so much the 2nd or 1st. We'll come back to it. Can find medical herbs while searching? No. Inconspicuous? Hell no. Nutritionist? No. Organite? Very. Have you seen the shit this man carries? Definitely. Resilient? Less prone to disease. I mean, disease literally does not exist at all in the first, does not exist at all in the in the 3 games, so, aside from the infection, which you yourself are immune to all the time, so, again, I know it's not a good trait in this game, but it suits the character. Runner, not really, not even in the 3rd game when you can do that, not really. Gymnast, I mean, he doesn't move slower if he moves backwards, so you can make the argument. Maybe, we'll see. Blacksmith knowledge. As far as I'm aware, no. Brawler, axe and blunt, no. Fast healer, no. Fast learner, yes. Let me think. Scout, fit. We will, oh yeah, strong and athletic we will get. Because, I mean, have you seen the shit this man carries? And he stays up all night and he's just fine, so, yeah. I wish Breakers was free for people and still gives at least 1 new raider and transfers and gives us at least Dragon tier items. You would think, like, honestly, I'm kind of shocked that Breakers isn't free to play. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, you'd think it would be free by now, but no. Fast healer, no. Former scout, maybe. There is some implication. I'll come back to that. Hiker, no. Keen hearing, definitely. Again, you've seen the shit this man can see and detect instantly. handy. Here we go. Maintenance, masonry, carving, and carpentry. I would have to say yes, because he does build literally all of his barricades himself. Hunter, again, we'll come back to that because there is implication. Thick-skinned, no. Wilderness. Can find medical herbs and craft medicines from them, and make simple stone and bone tools. Alright. Carving, foraging, napping. I keep reading that as kidnapping. And maintenance. No. Okay, so let me think. For the ones that I was like, maybe. Let me think. I mean, there is masonry. He does, like I said, he does build all of his own stuff in the first game. And, like, he improvises in the second one. Maybe. Whittler, carved wooden bone, iron gut, king cook. I mean, there's minor implication for this one. I don't know. Like, it's never explicitly says that, like, oh yeah, he's a professional chef or anything, but they do, like, it is implied that he can cook, but I don't know. I don't know if that should qualify. Angler, he does say he knows how to, so I guess we should add that. First aid, no. Inconspicuous, definitely not. A gymnast you can make the argument for. Like, you could definitely make the argument that he can do that. I'll buy the game from Bondi and make it free, come out with new content, ban people like Cool Money. I mean, that's the kind of funny thing there, BZ. Like, Cool Money and his whole group have been so massively blocked en masse that they've all made alternate accounts now. Because they can't find any games. They've been blocked by like 90% of the community, so they've all made alt accounts now. It's so funny. I myself ran into 2 of them. Anyway, let me think. Like, gymnast you can make the argument for just because, again, he doesn't slow down if he's walking backwards in any of the games, so I don't know. Brawler. There are no chainsaws in this game, is there? No, I don't think there is. Because in the first game, that's the only melee weapon. Third game, they added a bunch more. Anywho. Fast healer. Recovers quicker from injuries and illness. I don't know. And Shenron too? Yeah. Anyway, like, the ones I was saying when I was like, okay, maybe. Because, like, Hunter, it is implied... Well, not really implied. He does just outright say. But, like, in the second game, it is said that he knew how to hunt. So, I'm thinking that, but I don't know. Like, how many of these am I actually going to use? Aiming, definitely. But, like, butchering? Probably not. Short blade? Probably not. Sneaking? Maybe. Trapping? Yeah. Hiker? No. Former scout. Again, there is the implication that he did this, so I'm thinking it. You know what? Sure. If there's an implication, we'll go for it. Everything else will be a no. So, no. 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 Lower skill requirements to research. No. 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 I don't think any of them were made out of brick, so no. Implied. No. 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 New. And this one's not really an implication. This is more of a you can make the argument for. You know what? I'll make that argument. I'll be the guy. Now, I know this is a lot, and it's negative 96, but that's why I felt like we had to go back there. Alright, any negatives that resemble what he... They nerfed High Thirst? This used to give you +8, or like +6 or something. Wow, they nerfed the hell out of it. Now it's only +1. They're aware of how useless it is. Damn. Alright, well... Drive slower. I mean, they don't drive in the first or third game, so... I don't know. Makes more noise when moving. No. Fast... Wait, what? Fast metabolism is a negative? Permanent tendency to lose weight. Starts with low weight. Listen, bud, I have a lightning fast metabolism in real life too, but, like, it's not a negative. I say that as I think about it. Okay, well... It also makes it insanely difficult to build muscle. unfortunately, sadly for myself, so... it makes sense, I guess. Recovers slower from injury. I mean, not really in any of the games. I mean, the first 2 games you die in 1 hit, but again, that's because the barricade's supposed to be your health. Weak stomach, that's never once mentioned. Agoraphobic, never mentioned. Conspicuous, I mean, we can make the argument, but I don't know. Hearty appetite, definitely not. Reluctant fighter, definitely not. The complete opposite. Short of breath, opposite of that. Restless sleeper, slower loss of tiredness while sleeping, again, complete opposite. Higher chance of being scratch or bitten. I'm not so sure. Alright, so yeah, that was 96, I believe. There we go. Alright, so I guess that'll work. Everything that has to do with anything that he either does in-game, or it's implied that he can do, so... Vision, because the game is bright, even though it's almost always night. Dexterous, because, like, have you seen how quickly he can switch his shit real quick. Faster, this is the only time where I'm like, okay, this is just me doing it for convenience. Outdoorsy, because most of the game does take place outside. Wakeful, because canonically he almost never sleeps. Cook, because it's implied that he can do that. Angler, he says that he knows how to fish. Eagle Eye, because you can see real good in the game. Organized, because have you seen all the shit that he has. Resilient, because disease is just not a feature in any of the games. Gymnast, because he doesn't slow down when moving backwards. Fast Learner, because of all the stuff that he has. Former Scout, because it is implied that he went to Scouts. Keen Hearing, because again, he's got good senses. Handy, because he builds literally everything on his own. Hunter, because again, he does say that he went hunting when he was a kid. And Athletic and Strong, because again, have you fucking seen this man? Alright, let's make our guy. This is slightly different. He doesn't have a surname, and he's only ever referred to as Jack, so... Jack. Male. He's a pretty pale guy, so... yeah. Chest hair, yes. No. Voice type? Oh no, I forgot they added voices. Oh no.
Hey! Hey!
I can't even hear that.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Did they record these voices, like, with a muffled 2004 Walmart microphone? Like, why is the quality so piss poor?
Hey! 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 Hey!
No.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Why do I have the female options even though I'm male? That's weird.
Hey!
Alright,
Hey! Hey! Hey!
I guess something, like, we never actually hear his voice since it's all text. A little hard to say.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey!
What was James's again?
Hey! 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 Hey!
We'll just run with that. Why not? Hair type, well, we gotta get the hat off first. Oh, that hair. You playing Breakers tonight? I got a little something for you. Oh, do you, Iron Jane? Yeah, I'll be playing Breakers later tonight after I eat and get everything done, which should be around, probably around 7 where I am. Right now it's 3:34 where I am, so... Yeah, I'll be on about, like, later tonight. Probably, definitely after I eat, so... Actually, yeah, probably immediately after I eat. Sometime between 6:30 and 7. Alright, anyway. Fuck, I wish I didn't have to study. I want to watch this stream. Hey, it's okay, Ricky. Don't worry. I understand, mate. Voice acting is top-notch. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. This is some top-notch voice acting. Alright, let's see. What's the closest, What's the closest to his hair we can find? I mean, it grows throughout the series, so... The first game, it's relatively short like that. Hold on, let's make his hair color canonical. There we go. Like it starts like this in the first game, then it gets longer in the second, and it's really long in the third one. So, oh my gosh, this is just ass. I'll see you in Discord after work. All right, Iron Jane, catch me then. Messy, longer braids, longer central, long parting. Boy, these are some ass designs, man. These are some ass designs. Okay, short's just gonna have to do. It's gonna be him. It's gonna have to be him from the first game. All right, beard again. He doesn't have a beard in the first game, but in the second game, he's starting to grow a beard. Not quite that full. It's like this, but a lot thinner. And then the third game, it's really long and big like this. So I guess we'll start at none and just let it grow out. Actually, I think he does have a stubble in the first game. Yeah, that'll work. Anyways, I'll leave my like, hoping someone else can take my place. All right, Ricky. Best of luck with your studying, bud. I hope that all goes well. Anyway, I do think he did. I think he did have that, honestly. Chuck Norris fucking... Holy shit, what? Hold on, I'm getting a text. Chuck Norris died? Oh, fuck. Chuck Norris is dead? I know this has nothing to do with my stream, but wait, what? Did he just fucking die? He just fucking died! Holy shit! Chuck Norris has died Thursday morning in Hawaii, according to his family. He said it's with heavy hearts. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck, man! Following medical emergency, legendary actor and martial artist Chuck Norris is officially dead. Died at age 86. Fucking hell. Well, that's fucking depressing. That fucking reeks. He died this morning, bro. I didn't know that. I only just now got a text from my wife saying that. Damn. Well, damn, man. Now I'm sad. Also, I like how the music just stopped. The music was playing the whole time, the character creator, and now it just stopped as soon as it realized that Chuck Norris was dead. Damn. Alright, well... I'll try and make this as close to what he wears as possible, which I don't think is going to be doable. But man, have a nice stream, man. God bless you. And damn, who died? Chuck Norris! Chuck Norris is dead! The Chuck Norris, the Texas Ranger himself. The guy who the boogeyman checks under his bed at 4 every night. The man who's like the center of all the so tough jokes. Man, I'm sad now. That sucks. Ah, well. Alright, we're gonna try our best here to imitate what Jack looks like. Again, I don't think it's gonna happen, but we can try our best here. Wait a minute. T-shirt. I'm trying to remember. What did he wear? He was 86. Yeah. Chuck Norris? Holy shit, how? It just said medical emergency. I didn't read the whole thing, but yeah. Fuck, man, that's depressing. That is really depressing. Ooh. Greenish hue. Oh, okay, not quite that green. There we go. Pants. At least now I know the world's ending. Yeah. With Chuck Norris not here to defend us anymore, you know. Let me try to remember, I'm trying to remember what what Jack's pants were. I think they were just black and baggy. A little hard for me to really remember. Yeah, they were black and baggy, so... Pants, color... They were pitch black. Socks... Doesn't really matter, I'll take those off. Sneakers... They were also pitch black. Necklace, none. Crucifix? Nice. Vest extra. Did not know I could put that on there. That's pretty cool. I mean, he does wear, like, a little thing to add extra pockets to him, so... Oh, my cat's jumped up here. Hi, how are you? Orange, gray. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what we can do with what we get when we get it, you know. I think that should do, question mark? I think that's everything we need. I need to tell my parents that the aliens are coming now. Yeah, he was a badass. Natural death for him because he was definitely a healthy man. I mean, probably. He was incredibly old, so it makes sense. My wife called me earlier telling me, I was like, no, it's not real. He's too goated to die. Then I saw my news app and I was sad. Yeah. Alright. I think that'll be everything, so let's play this. At least finally now, after, like 2 hours of streaming, we're finally coming to the actual gameplay, you know? And it'll be in an area I'm not familiar with. So that'll be something. Man, that bums me out. Chuck Norris died. That's depressing. Had I known that, I would have... Okay, no, that would have been disrespectful. I was gonna say I would have made him the character in this game and just give him every positive and max out strength and just make it so I kill every zombie with my bare hands, but... Nah, that won't be a... That wouldn't work. Alright, click to start. I don't really remember the controls all that well. Fire assistance, hold E to drag and drop. 5 minutes, okay. Oh god. Okay, lower that down a little bit. Change that to life and living. They had more channels? They did. Neato. Okay, shut that. Space item report. Why is that a... Why do I need... Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so control? Wait. Okay, good. It is mouse 2. Okay, good. C to sneak, yeah. Alright. Bubblegum so... Okay, they definitely added some more stuff, didn't they? Fish fillet, a bunch of milk chocolate bar, I'll take that. Macaroni, thirst and unhappiness, interesting. Wow, they revamped a lot of stuff. There's different flavors of chips now, guys. This game's the best. This is easily the best. Okay, equipped, primary, frying pan. Chat's saying some stuff, hang on. My dad was shocked. Mom didn't give 2 fucks. She's definitely one of them. Yeah, she is. You gotta get her. Okay, well, while we're paused here, they added this too? Interesting. Like, is this junk or is this usable? Hard to say. Oh, yeah, condition. Condition's pretty good. Alright. Then, yeah, alright. Back to the play, I guess. Some canned foods. Alright, I can open that on its own, right? Yeah, I can. Take that, then. Yeast, spoon, rolling pin, another milk chocolate bar. It's not exactly an essential thing at the moment, though, you know? What was that? I can't tell if that was in the game or if that was real life. I heard something. Oh, I just noticed the, I should probably stick right here. Hold on. I just noticed the doors have opening animations now. That's kind of cool. It's like zombie Sims. I have to quit Sims because they keep getting everyone pregnant. Oh, I have every... God, that's loud. Ding, ding. I have every single, what is this? Designated zones? Building? Okay. I have, oh, this is different. This is different. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's very aggressively different. Anywho, like I was saying, like, I do have every Sims game, except for, the third one. So, there's that. Hold on. Wife's texting me again. Let's see. He's fucking dead. Oh. This sucks ass. This fucking sucks, man. Chuck Norris is dead. This sucks. Anyway, like I was saying, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have said this is basically like zombie... Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, loot and a half. Damn. Take that, take this, put that down. Son of a bitch, already? Alright, open this up for you. Come on in, neighbor. Okay, I need to re-enable that option. They got rid of that by default. Where is that option? Where is the option to enable that? Hold on. Melee target outline. There we go. Show mouse cursor while aiming. Apply and accept. Oh, text me again. He died from medical complications. Something along those lines. Ah, man. This sucks, man. Oh, there's my cat again. Hello, how are you? Wait, what, Norris? Yeah, Chuck Norris died. He died this morning. It's depressing. Oh, you're still alive. I'm sorry, let's change that. Probably shut that now. I said shut it. God, that is loud. Like, is that insanely loud to anyone else? Like, in my own ears, that is ludicrously loud. Okay, device options, shut off. Okay. Man, this is gonna be a bit difficult for me, just because, like I said, like, first time doing it, you know. Okay, pocket knife, that could be useful. Flashlight, angle-headed, fishing line, hook, bobber, beer can. Insect repellent. Is that really a thing? I mean, I'll take it if needed, but, like, I don't know. Oh, a fish. Minnow lure. Box of hooks. Hooks. How many do I have? I mean, do I even need more? I don't think I do, but, like, I'll take it anyway. Till then, you know. Okay. Like, is that just pure luck, or is it based off of, like, things that you have? A brochure, the Crossroads Mall. Alright, I thought I could read that, but I guess not. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, cat, can you get off, please? Can you please get off? Okay, cat, get off, get off, get off. She's jumping up and, like, crawling all over this thing. Sorry, she's in heat, so she's very active. National celebs as of 1978. Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, let's see. Sakatoon diary. Can I, like, write in this? Wait. Why is there contains nothing of interest? So that's sad. Come on, shut. There we go. All right. Probably, it's a green one, too. Hold on, does this slow me down at all? Condition... I wish the item report would be off, because, like, that's kind of annoying. Defense does not slow me down. Nice. Wear with the hood down, because he does wear a green hoodie in-game, funny enough. It's a little too green, but, you know. There we go. How's it looking out there? Oh, that's a lot of them. I do have quite a bit of time here. Okay, cat, get down. No. Get down, cat. Ugh. Cat's always ruining the streams, what can I say? Alright, paperback. The disappearance of Brendan Colleen Bush. Encumbrance Bush into the... Alright, may need that for later. I need to find a backpack is what I need. It is more or less safe for me to just wander outside, though, considering the fact that it's daytime, and during the daytime, they're, pretty, you know, slow. Okay, cat, what do you want? I mean, I know what you want because you're horny, but, like, still. Did you have a... You did not. Okay. What the hell is this? What? Alright. Doesn't even tell me what my thirst is anymore. That's also unfortunate. Hold on. Like, this is all completely new to me, so, like, everything here is, like, brand new, so I gotta, like, investigate all this. Alright, let's see. No, that doesn't help. Fucking hell, this is rather unhelpful. Like, how am I supposed to... Ah, well. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but ah, well. Alright. Now, I would never... That is a lot. Now, I would never recommend doing this, like, ever, but I'm only doing it because these things are pretty inactive during the day. Man, why is it red? It used to be green. Build 41. Nothing I can use immediately. Oh, he's got a backpack. Is it just me, or are they louder than normal? Hold on, I gotta up the sound a bit. I know I decreased it earlier, but that's because, like, on the main menu, it's, like, ear-piercing, but here it's just... Cat, get down! Get down and stay down. Fuck. Voice activity detection. Is it, like, detecting me talking right now? Like, is that a thing? Changes vehicle sirens to avoid copyright claims? What? Are you telling me there's patent trolls out there who, like, say, no, I own this, I own the frequency to this specific siren sound? There's fucking patent trolls for that, of all things? That's so stupid. Cat, get down! Stop jumping up here, no! Interesting. Very interesting. I'll take that. Benjamin Rupert. Well, rest in peace, Benjamin. Your watch will go to a worthy cause. Okay, now the music's a little too... Now it's all a little too loud. There we go. Good enough. Your voice detection also means you're also talking to the zombies. Wait. Wait, they can hear me? They can hear me talk right now? Is that actually... Oh, hang on a second, chat. I'm getting a phone call. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So wait a minute. You mean to tell me that voice detection means that they can hear me? Like, the zombies can hear me? Because that's going to be a major problem streaming this. That is going to be a major issue. Music library. What? Enable VoIP. What does VoIP mean? I don't know what that is. VoIP mode, listen only, push to talk, voice active. Again, I don't know what any of this means. Voice activity detection mode. Adaptive. Again, I don't know what any of this means. Voice detection means you're also talking to zombies. Like, is this a thing? Like, do they actually, like, physically hear me right now? Because if yes, this is going to be a major, major issue. Like, for example, if I start talking right now behind this guy, I can't tell if that was because I was too close or if... what that was. It's a little hard to tell. Little hard to tell. Again, never do this in the normal Zomboid. Don't do what I'm doing right now. This is a horrible idea. Never do this. I'm only doing this because I know I'm 100% safe. Because they're all very slow during the day. Like, don't ever do this in the actual game. Never do this. This is a horrible idea. Is that guy naked? Alright. Like I said, I'm kind of just exploring and looking around because I've never been here before. It's a new place, you know. Take all that. Why not? Let's see. It is, yes, they physically hear you. You can turn it to push to talk and set the button to something you never use, or just turn VoP off completely. I mean, that's cool and convenient, but kind of dog shit that that's on by default. VoP mode, push to talk. Apply? I guess. I don't know. Turn VoP off completely. Okay. Let's turn that back to what it was and turn VoP off. Enable VoP? No. Alright, there we go. Like, I get the use of that. It's so that way you don't have to press Q to, like, lure things, and you can also do it based off volume, but still. Still. I mean, that's a cool feature, but it's also kind of an issue, especially if you're streaming. I kind of want to leave it on, honestly, but we'll leave it on after I get some stuff done. I hear him over there. It's really hard to see because we gotta start with fog, you know. Don't know what the whole point of the ID things are. Seems a bit pointless, in my opinion. At least if we're doing single player. Okay, there we go. Like, I pressed E, but like it was delayed. Bunch of paints, welding rods, chains, You know, I had a mod in build 41 that made it so all these materials were weightless. And I really liked using them back then, not so much now. Screwdriver, I need that. Fertilizer, and... Alright. Hacksaw, it's a bit worn, but... No way, man, those zombies didn't subscribe. You shouldn't be streaming them. Yeah, you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Alright. Like I said, never do what I'm doing right now. This is a horrible and suicidal thing I'm doing right now. Never ever do this in regular Zomboid. I'm only doing it because I have them set to be nocturnal. I'm not used to that. I don't like how my character, like, talks now. I'm not used to that at all. And there's a barn. Pretty cool looking, honestly. What was that? Oh. I can have direct information on this. What the fuck? Alright. This is a lot of, new stuff. Oh, I physically can't see anymore. That's interesting. Ooh, shotgun shell. Empty watering can. Well, I need that, but not right now. This very moment. Generator, that's lucky. Nothing's following me, right? Okay. What did I just say? I'm not used to it. What can I say? I'm not used to it. They added corn? That's awesome. Agriculture skill. Oh, yeah, pause so you can take a look around. Right. Rake. Wood saw. I could probably, yeah, let's get rid of that. The one I'm carrying now. Get this one. That's a lot better. Sunflowers. I don't really see the point in that one. Teaches some seasons. I mean, for later. Leather gloves. We need that. Wear that. Fleshing tool. Okay. Animal care. Leeks, cucumbers. Man, they added a lot of cool stuff, didn't they? Gardening trowel. Very nice, very nice. Then one over here. Cabbages, that was the best one in build 41. Wooden rod, a stake. Mousetrap. Empty watering can. Sure, why not? Micaiah's almanac. Farming, okay. Animal feed, barbed wire. Nice. Pretty lucky to find a generator this early on, huh? Let's see. Perfect condition. Alright, well, if I can find a pencil, I can mark that for later. Oh, he was following me all this time. How about that? Nice. Alright. Like I said, like it's pretty cool. Like, it's a completely new environment. wish there was a way to disable, like, this annoying, like, beta thing where it's like, oh, here's the tile report this, here's the coordinates this. Like, I wish I could get rid of that, because that's genuinely annoying. There we go. A key. Definitely use that. Probably to this place right here. Let's clear out the immediately surrounding area first. Did they change how melee works at all? Probably not. I wouldn't imagine that needs changing. Let's see. Okay, if I remember right, 12 is when the Life and Living comes back on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to answer this since I got distracted with the phone call, but to the hold on, let me rewind chat here. Who said it was like Sims? Hold on. Does that be easy? Looks like, yeah, Beezy. Okay, like I said, Beezy, like if you guys ever want to watch me play Sims, I have every single game except the third one, for some reason. So, like, you ever want to see me stream Sims, I'm more than happy to. Sims 2 is my favorite. What's your favorite Sim game? Mine's Sims 2. And for good reason. It is objectively, not subjectively, objectively the best one of them all. There we go. Nothing. Alright, just keep sneaking along. Turn that off. I don't know if that's gonna... Oh, it's unlocked. Nice. Shut the door. Shut the door. I am not used to that at all. It becomes pitch black now. Nothing. Okay. I thought I heard something. This is a durable one. There's gonna be some like that. Peanut butter. Okay, I really need to find a bag to carry all this stuff. What's that? That beer? A pack of beer. They added that. That's awesome. Can opener, old-fashioned. I mean, it's better than none at all, right? Let's see, what else we got? A lot of food. A lot of non-perishables. My ex got me into Sims 4, but after 800 hours, I stopped playing. I stopped playing after 1,500 hours, and I didn't even have all the expansions, but I still had a ton of fun with it. Like, I don't think the game was as flawed as it was, but, like, I stopped playing less because of the lack of content, like a lot of people complain about, and rather more for a personal they added chocolate milk. Oh, this is the best game ever made. And rather instead for a very personal reason that I know majority of people would not agree with. Or at least the majority of people would not prioritize. Like, I'll happily say that reason if you want me to, but, like, keep in mind it will trigger some people. Take a drink. Just in case. Let's take a look around. Thank you letter? Oh, I can't read it. Resignation letter. Again, why can't I read the sad letter? What makes it sad? I want to know. What makes it sad? I want to know. Tell me. Alright. Paperback. History's Worst Epidemics. Can I actually, like, physically read that? Because if so, I want to take that with me. Blown Away by Brilliance. No. Pen. Alright, it's not preferable, but, you know. Group of Spiritualists. What do you mean by Spiritualists? Alright. Anyway, view map. Okay, so... Oh, they detail the road now. Oh, why is it so small? This used to be massive. Why is it so tiny? They got rid of, like, half the symbols. Shit. Alright, well, this will represent where I spawned. This will represent... Where's the electricity one? That's what I always use to show generators. Shit, bro! What happened? Man... They got rid of so many of the... Oh, wait, no, that's location. Here we go. Alright, good. I was about to get mad. I was gonna get genuinely mad. Alright, electricity to show that there's a generator there. And then other loot. Is that a Pokeball? This looks like a Pokeball. I know it's a steering wheel, but it looks like a Pokeball. And then entertainment. There it is. This is what I use for entertainment. There we go. What's chat saying here? I like Sims 4. I'm 37 now, so words don't trigger me. Fair enough, fair enough. My biggest issue with Sims 4 was that, like, it, and especially the developers, like, they got royally woke. Like, they got supremely woke. At first, it was real subtle shit, but then they just became about as subtle as a rail cannon. Like, once they added the gay flag and started shoving it in the player's face, it just had to be, like, a regular thing that you could just always be there. Like, that's when I was like, okay, people, I see where your loyalties lay. Like, when you put stuff like that into your video game, like, that's when I realized, okay, so, you clearly have an agenda. Like, that's when I realized, yeah, alright, you've taken your side, you've taken your stance, you've chosen a side instead of deciding, hey, maybe we shouldn't be focused on this shit since we're fucking video game company. Just saying. Alright, I need to find a bat. There was a zombie over here who had, there's that naked dude again. I need to find that zombie that had the bag on him. None of them over here. Ah, well. Let's see if the old build 41 way of dealing with hordes still works. Probably not, I'd imagine. Find out, though. Eventually. Some of these guys are going to be very durable. So here's what you do. You wait for the zombies to come around the fence here. And once they hop over it, you can just stomp on them. Pretty good for dealing with large hordes. That was a weird noise. Let's see. Yeah, lots of games have done that. GTA 6 is adding Pride Parades again. GTA 6 is adding in Pride Parades. Do with that as you will. Okay, well... I'll say this. I did hear about that, and I did read about that, and I saw one guy said, if they're adding that, they better not make them essential. As in, like, you better be allowed to kill them. Trying not to hit the one that's on the bottom there. There we go. Thought I heard something. Alright, we'll get to that after I get this guy. But yeah, Pride Parades to Grand Theft Auto. Like, listen, man, I may not be the biggest GTA fan in the entire universe. In fact, the only one that is not what I wanted to do. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Small backpack. Backpack. Actually, you know what? That's fine. We can keep all that in there. Equipped on back. I was about to say, there we go, where? Okay, let's head inside so I can put on there. Like, the only GTA games I've played is GTA San Andreas, and granted, I did play a lot of San Andreas, and They had a ragdoll system? That's pretty cool, actually. Anyway. As I was saying, like, the only one I've played is San Andreas, and to be honest, I did really, really enjoy San Andreas. Like, I absolutely love that. Alright, let's see. So, like, I can't say I'm, like, the biggest die-hard fan or anything, but I did thoroughly enjoy San Andreas immensely. What the fuck? What? Why can I not put this in the bag? Okay, I can put that in the bag. Why can I not put this in the bag? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna assume I, like, somehow missed it. Put everything in here. There we go. There we go. Alright. Eat, yes, eat the fish raw. Alright, here we go. Crafting. Oh, God. I heard something break. Who's in here with me? Oh, there you are. Hello. I was about to say, like, I heard the jump scare noise, but, yeah. Alright, anyway. Crafting, cooking, open, slice. Ugh. Alright, well, I don't really know how to do this, so... I thought all I needed was a knife to get this, but... Crafts. Walleye? What? Why do I need a walleye fish specifically? What? What, do I need a bigger knife for this to work or something? I don't get it. Either way. Gonna need all this for later. This stupid tile report system thing, I hate it. God, I wish there was a way to just get rid of that. Macaroni, I cannot carry anymore, alright. Carry that with us then. And into the freezer you go. Take that with me. Take that with me, and take that with me. Alright. Funny thing is about San Andreas, I end up beefing up looking like DeBow from Friday. Alright. That's funny. I mean, like I said, I loved San Andreas, and I played that a lot, and like, I'll say this, San Andreas, definitely up there, very fun and awesome game, but, like, I never played GTA 5, even though I really wanted to when it was new. Nowadays, however, now that I, am a grown man, now that I could totally and easily get the game, and, like, I noticed now there's an enhanced and legacy version. Now, as a man who doesn't give a single solitary fuck about online, I do want to know, what would be better for me to get? What would be better, legacy or enhanced? I assume legacy since I don't care about multiplayer. Well, that's a scarecrow. Even I was convinced. Alright. Hey, a compost barrel. Did they get rid of the... Okay, it's not really a... Damn it. Did they get rid of the mechanic with compost barrels, where if you put them down, zombies can't break them, so they just kind of get stuck if you just put up a whole bunch? Did they get rid of that? They probably got rid of that, didn't they? I mean, it makes sense. WD-40, I might need that later. Whetstone, God, they added so much. Claw hammer, I need that. Alright. Man, they added so much stuff. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, like, if you want me to stream Sims, I totally will. Like, I got the first, second, and fourth game. I don't... That is loud. Well. Hey, why is this not showing the symbols? Wait a minute. That's where I started, isn't it? Show symbols. There we go. Okay. We just move the buttons around. Alright. Again, I should be leaving the whole facility, but I'm like, I'm not too panicked since they can't move too fast at the moment. Milk powder, a lot of hay. There's a rake. Oh, is that a gardening fork? That's a gardening fork. Hell yeah. This was unironically one of the best weapons in the game. Like, this was unironically one of the best weapons in Build 41, so very lucky find here. Like, I am a bit lost just because I'm like, man, I've never been to this location. Maybe I should have started somewhere I'm used to, like Rosewood. Like, being here, I'm not going to really know all that well what to do. You should stream Sims. Fair enough, fair enough. I've watched a lot of Call Me Kevin play. He's like, oh, Call Me Kevin is a fucking wackadoodle when it comes to Sims. Like, he's insane. Like, bro, like Sims 4 especially. Like, he made the dear leader Jim Pickens, and for that I will eternally be grateful. Oh man. He's the guy who will just casually create a cult and capture people and force them to paint in his basement. That's the type of man Call Me Kevin is. Alright, missed that completely. Very enduring. Alright, you come over here, bud. There you go. Key to the office. Interesting. That could be useful. Okay, I just gotta remember to not be outside at night, because once night falls, these guys will become insanely dangerous. Probably. Like I said, it's randomized, and there's gonna be a lot of chaos here. It may only be a 10% chance for sprinters to spawn, but even one sprinter can completely ruin my day, so... You know. It'd be a lot better if this fog would go away. Let's see. I don't know how much more time I have to do this. I will say this, though, once my wife gets home, as soon as I hear that door... They did add a physic... What? Bad smell. Something reeks. Yeah, gee, I wonder what it is. That's a new one. Once my wife gets home, though, I will, like, hop off immediately, so... You know. McCoy Logging Company, alright. Ooh. Oh, man, we found the treasure trove here. Wow! Too bad I can't carry any of it at the moment. That is a lot of supplies. We are... Oh, boy. Yeah, and it does have a little bit of a... Okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say it does have a gate around here, but no, it's only got a partial gate. I mean, if we... You know what? Let's clear this place out a little bit. Hold on. Bad smell. Yeah, I wonder what that could be. It's like a radius. That's so funny. Alright, let's see. What's in here? Alright. Glass... Threatening letter. Like, again, why can't I read this? Nothing of interest. I don't care if it's not interesting. I want to read the lore. Why was this dude's boss so pissed off? Man, that's a retro one, isn't it? Ooh, Knox News. I'm gonna carry that with me for lore reasons. Pencil is better, but, whatever. We got bigger fish to fry at the moment. Garbage bag. Oh, wait, there's shit inside? They added the... Okay, interesting. Let's see. Dart, rubber hose. Marmalade? Who threw this out? Who threw out a perfectly good jar of marmalade? Man, they changed so much. It's just... It's like not even really the same game anymore, is it? Let's wash off that, frying pan real quick. There we go. Photograph of a baby. Man, my dyslexia is really winning this battle, isn't it? Purse full of shit. Prove your house, family canary. Combination padlock. Speeding ticket. Matchbook, might need that. Another key to something. Well, this is dangerous. There we go. Can't see shit without that. Alright, let's see. Nothing. Oh, man. I was gonna make a joke there about that, but never mind. Nothing. Alright, here we go. Bloody Redcoats, the Revolutionary War. Alright. WD-40 Ooh, gas can. Again, I'll need that later. Toolbox. It's got a lot of good, useful stuff in here, I'll say. Radio. Okay, doesn't have that discovered. I don't know if they changed how that works yet or not. There's a light switch in here. Is that it? Or is that on the other side? Nope, that's for here. Alright, well, while we're here real quick. Alright, so this is where we are now. Mechanic stop. Right there. Useful stuff. Okay, maybe you need to zoom that. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, that's good. Wait, what was that? Epoxy. Used in some melee repair. What is an epoxy? I've never heard of that before. What's up here? Main office over here. If we can find a bed or something, I can actually make this like a temporary holdout zone, at least until we can get some better stuff. Because it is pretty clear, honestly, all things considered. Ah, rotten, I was about to say. Rotten cockroach, alright. You mean to tell me base insects can rot now? Interesting. Hopefully that zombie didn't see me. Let's see. Nothing. Well, it does have a little bit in it. Better than nothing, right? Some empty bottles. If I could just find a bigger bag. Like, I totally would be carrying that with me right now. I mean, I have plenty of food on me, but, like, I don't have much water. Actually, yeah, let's just bring that with me, then. Since I don't really have much in the ways of water, you know? Like, that's the real thing that I'm worried about. At least for now. There we go. Fill... plastic bottle. Always carry a water bottle with you everywhere you go. That's the rule. Or at least it was the rule in Build 41. I don't know how much different it is now. Alright, looking at the map here. Like, we can... Wow, that's a lot of them for some reason. Think they were following me or something? Alright, let's walk around over here. Oh, there is a gate around the fence here. Or there is a fence around here. Nice. For sale. Take hay, double stack bed. Wait, you can sleep on this? It's poor quality, but you can? That's awesome. It's a bridge leading out that way. Wow, that is a lot of them. Like I said, don't do what I'm doing here. This is a very bad idea. I'm only doing it because they're very docile during the day. I need to find a holdout. Ooh, campfire. I need to find a good place to hold out first and foremost. Let's see, what do we got in here? Whole bunch of stuff that can be used. Can opener. Let's replace that. Don't think it actually makes any difference at all, but you know. Just in case, just in case. Bottle opener? Do I actually need that now? Sealed. Oh my fuck, you actually need that? What kind of absolute pussy is my character? Come on. I could open that with my bare hands. Come on. Unlabeled can of food. Mystery can. The mystery can. A whole bunch of food. Ooh, banana. Let's see. Why is the door open? I've never been here. What? Wait, is that on? That's off. Okay. Come on, shut it. I'm trying to shut this. Come on. Okay, fine. Window. Close curtain. I think it's because it was overriding it. It was like, oh, do you want that or do you want the... Again, why are all the doors open? I hadn't done this. Like, this was not me. I didn't do this. Key. I mean, it's kind of pointless since, you know, everything's been opened already, but, you know. Ooh. Got a gun, finally, but, Can't really carry it, that's the problem. Okay, we gotta move some stuff around. Let's get out of the room with the corpse first, though. Let's see. I know it's not much, but, you know, it's not much. Hmm. I mean, it's not like we need a half of this stuff at the moment, you know. Get rid of that for now. I mean, that's only... How much is this? 0.5? I thought this was 0.1. They changed that? It's kind of stupid. I don't need this ID card, right? Right? I can't imagine why or how and when this would ever be necessary. How much is this weigh? 1.6. Alright. Inspect. Diner in the Woods. Now open. West Point, Kentucky. Yeah, I'm good. Where did it... There... Yeah. Get rid of that. I'm gonna assume I don't need that for now. Gonna assume I don't need that. Gonna assume I don't need these. Again, so much is so different. Where did... There it is. Okay, that'll be more than enough. Wow, that why is entertainment so heavy? Put the frying pan there, too, while we're at it. Okay. And let's carry on. I guess for here, we'll just mark this place as having food. A lot of non-perishable. Well, actually, no, it's mostly perishable, so yeah, let's put that there. The hell? Alright. And they're all around, aren't they? Alright. Man, this is rough. Like, I'm still not finding good shelter here. I really should have started in Rosewood. I really should have I really should have started in Rosewood or Riverside, or... Hell, even West Point would have given me the advantage, because at least I know what that place is. This place, on the other hand... This is difficult. Okay, at least we can get like this now. Yeah. Wait, parcel? Okay, just junk. There we go. What's this? If you get off Steam abruptly, then I will see you next time on Breakers later. A very good chance that you will. I'll be playing for a little while later tonight. I probably won't be streaming it though, because I'll be gathering footage for your challenge that you gave me. So, you know, keep on lookout for that. You get a really good idea for it, and I hope the game lines up with what I want to do, because man, this will be great if it does. Let's clear out all the Zed here. I blame Rebuild for making me call zombies Zed. Well, no, it's not really Rebuild, it's more like Killing Floor's fault. You guys ever play Killing Floor? Not the clown fest that is the third game, or even the overly wacky second one. No, I'm talking about the original, the good one. The true boomer shooter. Even though it's not a boomer shooter. We just call it that because it's old. Yeah, 2009 is ancient nowadays. I don't even think it was 2009, I think it was 2012. How old am I? What's happened? No worries. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh my god, what the f... It's like a million of them here. What the hell? There's so freaking many of them there. And there's someone on the window already. Again, why are all the doors open? Hello? Okay, a bit weird. I only played the second one? Fair enough. I'm not a fan of the third one because of how much they, changed everything. There we go. Sell tears water? What is that? Is that fancy for saying, processed poison? Take all that. Pork rinds, yum. Hot dogs. Bunch of food. I hear something. Alright, nothing else. I'm just gonna get moving because there's a lot of them out here. For some reason. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna... Wait. Uh-oh. I got the third for free, but I've never played it. I'm just not a fan of what it's become. That's what I'll say. I'm not a fan of what it's become. I think we need to go east to even reach Rosewood, don't we? Yeah, I think that's a thing. Seltzer water? That's carbonated water. Oh, thank you. I had never heard of that before in my life. Man, it really sucks that we couldn't find a vehicle, though, because, like, there's so much supplies back there, but, like, I just can't carry any of it.
Hey! Hey!
One of the biggest things, one of the best things you can do in Project Zomboid, unironically, if you've attracted the attention of some zombies, unironically, no joke, no troll, one of the best things you can do is attract more.
Hey!
No joke, that's actually a good strategy, because if they're all gathered in one ginormous horde right in front of you, that means none of them are going to sneak up and kill you from behind. Plus, you can lure them away.
Hey!
Man, how long did Build 42 take to make, by the way? Because I remember waiting forever, even, like, people were waiting forever by the time I got the game, and even I had to wait, like, 2 years. 2 or 3, actually, probably, yeah, somewhere around there. So, like, the fact that, and I was very disappointed when they said, yeah, sorry, fuck you, we're not adding human NPCs till Build 43, and it's like, okay. It's like, alright. Got a kidney stone, damn, Slasha, you okay there, bud? You okay, man? That's rough. That's beyond rough. Why are they just all plopped together here in the middle of the road?
Hey!
Alright, well, that's a thing, I guess. Hope you're, doing well with that kidney stone there, bud. Hope you passed that JA okay. Okay, if I do it like that... Yeah, so this way to... If I remember right from the beginning of the map, yeah, this way to Rosewood. Again, I probably shouldn't have started in the new town. That was a really big mistake, because I didn't know what was and wasn't a good spot to hold out in. I mean, we do have plenty of time, though, so... What in the world happened here? Oh, are those chickens? I can barely see because of the fog, but I see some little figures running around. Those chickens? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. I'm not gonna do any farming in the terms of animals, just because like I don't feel like doing that right now. But like that's cool. Man, if only we could have found a vehicle. Like, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean we can use it, but like we couldn't even find one. Hopefully it's not that long of a walk. It's a long walk, isn't it? To anybody who's already explored Build 42's map, you're going to surprise me and be like, actually, Rosewood's like 35-minute drive away. Well, here's a truck. We can try to take a look real quick. Highly doubt it's going to work out for us. So we got to get the key and hope that it has gas, too. Nope, won't even be doing that because it's locked. That other side's broken. Interesting. Oh, this is a industrial. This is a mass chicken farm. Damn. Speaking of mass, oh wow, they were not kidding. Jesus, this is a massive farm. Yeah, that is cool though. I'm gonna take a look. Breakers needs you more than you know. Absolutely. Okay, this place is an absolute treasure trove, so I better mark this. Loot symbol. Let's go with cash just to show that it's important. Alright, let's see. Egg carton, a lot of food. I mean, egg carton, Okay, it's all gonna be eggs, isn't it? As the great prophet Ed from the legendary Ed Ed once said, eggs, 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 eggs. Open the egg carton. I mean, then again, I did kind of just realize that. I was gonna eat them raw. What, you don't eat your eggs raw? You don't eat your eggs raw? What are you, pussy? Let's see. No. Alright. I mean, hey, at least I got it marked for later, you know. There is a vehicle here, though. Oh, hi, cat. Hi. Ow! Get the claws off me. Get off. Get off. Cats, am I right? Okay, we got quite a bit of loot here. Spade. That's fancy talk for shovel. Plier. Oh, wait, no, there's a shovel. Leather gloves, piles. Is that a sickle? Hand sickle. Okay, it's dull, but, like... Can I use that as a weapon? It's pretty strong in The Last Stand, unironically. That's a strong weapon in that game. Jawbone! Oh. That's kind of ghoulish, but alright. What's this over here? There's something there. Like, what's that there? Oh, it's a book. Okay, that I don't want to use. Got it. I finally have a rain collector and generator set up 3 months in. 3 months in? Damn, that's rough. Okay, this is a bit risky, but... Motherfuck. Yeah, it was a calculated risk, but... I calculated the risks, but man, am I bad at math. Yeah, this place has a shit ton of stuff, though. Alright, I guess we'll just get back on the road. I was hoping to be able to find a key to one of these cars, and also pray for, like, the 1 in a million chance that they both, have the key and gas. It's never the case. It's always one or the other. Take it or leave it. Just slip on in. It's probably all gonna be eggs in here, too, isn't it? Eggs, 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 eggs. Again, logistically it makes sense. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. I think they at least have, like, a tool or something laying around. Eggs, 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 eggs. I mean, it is kind of cool. Like, if we ever need storage, like, we definitely know where we can put it, you know? Get a freaking car and figure out where we want to, like, set up a base. I kind of want to set up a base in each and every town, kind of like how Jack does in the second game. But, you know. Nothing. Man. If I was a predator or something, like, I'd be like, man, this is a treasure trove of eggs, but, sadly, unlike in real life, I can't eat these eggs raw. Oh, wait, that one's broken, right? Well, back onto the road we go. Oh, you know, speaking of Predators, I went onto the Steam workshop real quick, just because I wanted to see, okay, are any of my mods compatible with Build 42? The answer is only 2 of them were. Granted, I only had 4 mods, so it's like a 50-50, but like I was kind of disappointed that the other ones I had weren't compatible. If you're wondering what they were, it was auto mechanics. What's auto mechanics? It makes you uninstall and reinstall parts on a car. And you're probably wondering, what's the point of that? It's just for convenience's sake. Do that so you can farm the mechanic skill. Like, genuinely, that's all it is. Then the other one was auto-tailoring. It makes it so I can tailor and patch stuff automatically, and I don't have to do everything individually. Again, just for convenience's sake, to level tailoring. So, luckily, the most important mod, the one that increases, adds new weapons to the game, luckily that's working just fine, so I can still use that. Plus the auto-reloader, which is a godsend. If you play Project Zomboid, you know how annoying it is to have to put every single individual bullet into a mag, and then click everything again, and then do it again, and do it again. And as the great King of Skill would say, do it again. Very annoying. We're probably just gonna walk in one direction for a long time, aren't we? It's gonna be like fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon by the time we reach another town. Ah, well. How's my stuff doing? Garden Fork is very bloody. Condition is bad. Damage is good. Alright. Music's pretty different. Bubblegum flavored soda. Like, is that even a thing? Most sodas I encounter are either cola or fruit flavored. I've never heard of that. King of Skill is Peem. I think you mean Peak, but yeah. I'm not a fan of, I've never really been that big of a fan of Smash Brothers. At least Melee and Beyond, I hadn't. Even though I've played every single game in the franchise, and I also, you know, own every single game in the franchise, minus the 64. Rest in peace, that cartridge, wherever it went. I lost that like 2 decades ago. I'm gonna download TF2 today and try to get good for a month. Then get the gift your wife wants and gift it to you, the gun your wife wants and give it to you guys. Bro, be easy. Dude, you do not have to do that, man. I mean, yes, do download the game because it's insanely fun. But, like, bro, my wife wants a Australian sniper rifle, dude. That's like $60 real-life dollars or something. I may be highballing it, but, like, still. Like, bro, you do not have to do that. That is beyond ludicrously nice of you, bud. That's another farm. I don't need that. That is beyond nice. We gonna get you on Squadra? You will never get me on Squadra. You will never. Is that a hog? I mean, there's a cow. Oh, that's a cow. Damn it. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. Anyway, real quick before I say that, I'm gonna grind. Oh, you're gonna grind real hard for that. Anyway, like I was saying, honestly, bud, you find any Australians, I'll happily take them. But anyway. It has Super Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, and Super Vegeta. Listen, man, that may be true, but you will never get me on Squadra. I will never go to Squadra. You would have to actually literally bribe me. And I ain't talking like 20 bucks or something. No, man, you're gonna have to actually pay me a fucking monthly salary to get me to do that. I am not doing that. Anyway, like I said there, I got irrationally happy when I saw what I thought was a hog, and then I went towards it and it turned out to be a cow. I'm like, oh, damn. Because here's every stream I give you guys a little bit of worm lore. So here's your worm lore of the day. Did you guys know I used to be a pig farmer? Yeah, I used to show pigs all the time too. I would raise pigs, I'd feed them, clean them, walk them around, and most importantly of all, I'd take them down to the fairgrounds and I'd show them off. We'd show off our prize pigs, like we win prizes, we do some trading, we do some selling. We'd buy some, we'd sell some, good stuff. We didn't raise pigs to eat them though. We would raise them for showing. It was a whole sport. Basically, you get your pig to look real good and nice. You show them around, try to wow the audience and the judges by walking them around. Yeah, so I'm very used to that. Like I really it's free, my man. Okay, it may be free, but I would still demand like if I ever get Squadra, like it better be for a fucking job. Like that's what it would be. It would be a job. Like I would require a fucking monthly salary to do that. It's that bad? Okay, it's not that it's bad, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I'm not a fan of those types of games, alright? But anywho, like I was saying, like, so I was a hog farmer for the longest time in my life. Like, I literally was born into the business, because that's what my father was. Well, it wasn't what he did for a living, it's what he did as a hobby, because he had a separate job that he did for money, and then the hog stuff was just, like, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. It was something that earned enough money to do it for a living, but he didn't do it for a living. He did it for fun. He did it for fun. No MOBA for you? What's MOBA? Like, he did it for fun, and honestly, I kind of did too. Okay, let me see here. Isometric. Shit, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, so like, I would raise hogs when I was younger. I'd show them off all the time, and even to this day, even though I haven't raised a hog in like the past like 10 years, it's probably not been that long. It's probably been like 6 or 7. What was the last hog we showed? I think it was like 8 years ago. It was about 4 or 5 years before I met my wife, so no, it would have to be about either 8 or 9 years then. Okay, so not too far off, yeah. But honestly, the type of game, I don't know what MOAB is, the A is then for gaming. I'm sorry, I don't know what that genre means then. Like when I say that, I mean like the design, like not design, like gameplay. It's hard to describe. All right, it's hard to describe. But anywho, like I was saying, what was I saying? Right. So, like, even though it's been, like, 9 years since I last raised a pig, like, I enjoyed it. It was a part of my early childhood, like, my whole teenhood and, like, early adulthood, you know? Like, it was something I did for, like, a good chunk of my life. At this point, technically, it's still the majority of my life. It's gonna be, like, at least another 6 or so years before it'll no longer be the majority of my life. And remember when Squadra was going to be the Breakers killer? Yeah, they were all insisting. Just like when Sparking Zero was announced, they're like, oh, this is going to kill Breakers. It came out, Breakers was untouched. And now Sparking Zero is the dead game with no one playing it. Then they said Squadra was going to kill it, and here it still is, and Squadra just kind of exists. It's just doing its thing. Anyway, so like when I got excited earlier back there when I thought it was a hog, because I was like, oh, it's a pig, because I like pigs. I loved raising them. They were fun. Like, they were adorable animals. Like, they were very fun animals. Like, I loved showing them off. Like, I loved it. Nothing will kill breakers other than breakers. Exactly. See, Slosh understands. Like, man, I miss my early childhood. I miss raising pigs. Like, you have no idea how much I miss, put that on my back, there we go. You have no idea how much I miss raising pigs. I miss going to the county fair on a regular basis just to show them off. I miss that so much. It came out, Breakers Alive. Squadra is actually doing pretty well for itself, though. Well, yeah, but it ain't exactly the Breakers killer everyone insisted it was gonna be. How long have I been walking? Jesus. Good lord. This is a long-ass stretch of road. What the hell? What's this road? This is, K60. Why do I get the bad feeling that I've gone the wrong way and, like, Rosewood is, like, over here? Woo. There we go. Man, this sucks. I'm definitely gonna miss the, what was the 12 o'clock one? That was, Woodcraft. That's the best one, damn it. Damn. I might as well look at my skills while I wait. Aiming, reloading. I really should have started in Riverside. If we started in Riverside, I'd be gunning down the whole town already. This was my mistake. This was my issue. This was my skill issue. I made the fatal error of trying to start in the new town. This was my mistake. I should not have done that. Ah, well. What can you do? They renamed the word interesting. They changed sprinting to running. What? Why? Why? That doesn't seem okay. Tracking? Increase the available information for wild animal clues when in search mode. Allows smaller clues to be found. Alright, interesting, I guess. Interesting. Alright, at least there's a turnpike here now. At least we got that going on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy the Duelist is the real Breakers killer. Yeah, you're right. That actually is the true Breakers killer. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! I managed to get the new Legendary 2026 decks recently, and I gotta say, it's pretty surprising. This is unusually generous of Konami, just letting us have what is essentially almost full power Sky Striker. Only thing missing is the 2 extra copies of Zero, and giving us literally full power Mitsurugi. It's kind of weird. Like, this is unusually generous. Breakers lost Iron Cane and Lobo. Oh no, we still have decent content from you, Poir, and Strongton. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why Iron Cane dropped it. Like, I understand why, from a content creation-wise, it's because he thought he ran out of stuff. But, like, Bud, like, you could still just live stream it. You could still make videos based off of weird, crazy things that happen in your regular gameplay, you know? Like, you didn't have to abandon the whole thing. Lobo had even less reason, because he had more creative ideas than Iron Cane in most circumstances, and yet he just kind of just stopped. And, like, yeah, I'm slowed down a lot, but, like, it's not because I've abandoned breakers like them. It's just because, for me personally, I'm just not playing too much right now. One reason, because I like to do one video at a time, and I'm doing one right now. And another reason, the game's been exhausting to play right now. Like, it has been fucking, like, infinite hour for, like, the past, like, 2-3 days. Like, I'm getting the worst, most retarded Survivor teams, and we're always getting the sweatiest Raiders possible every game. It's insane. We're talking people. He sold out for Dokkan. I mean, to be fair, he kind of was doing that already. Like we're getting like consistently. I'm getting like Raiders who are genuinely under the delusion that they're gonna actually die in real life if they don't park their ass on the fucking level 3. And when I say level 3, I don't mean, like, the evolution in-game. No. I mean, literally, like, level 3, as in Survivor level 3, as in they just got the game. Like, guys who are adamantly convinced they're going to lose everything if they don't body camp that guy. The guys who are 100%... That's kind of weird. The road just spontaneously gets thicker. Weird. Like, guys who are absolutely adamantly convinced that they're gonna get killed in real life if they don't get a flawless victory with all diamonds. Like, playing is one thing. Playing to win is also one thing. But playing like a turbo a-hole scumbag when the whole team is full of pacifier suckers, it's just so uncalled for, bud. They both jumped on the Squadra bandwagon frame 1. Yeah, and I don't really see the appeal. Like, is the game more popular than Breakers? Probably. Does it mean that it's a better game? Not for the people who wanted a specific type of content. Like, I like Breaker's design. I like the idea of it. I like the asymmetrical horror that it is, but I don't like what Squadra is. It's just not the same. I like Squadra, but I like Breakers, and I wish I wasn't matched with crayons. Tell me about it. It is truly impossible. It's because all the good players are either in Japan. All the good survivors are either A, in Japan, B, grouped up with 6 other buddies, or C, are trying to get their Raider games. And they usually get them against you specifically. Like, that's the biggest problem with it. Like, unironically, it may be a bad idea, but unironically, I think a good way to fix breakers, no fucking joke, genuinely, unironically, no joke, let's just get rid of Survivor Queue as a whole. Let's make it so you can't group with specific people anymore. Make it so pre-mades literally can't exist anymore. Leave it all up to luck. Make it so everyone has to flex queue. There are no Survivor queue at all. You have to flex queue. Like, unironically, I would love that. I would absolutely adore it if they did that. God. Feels like we've been walking forever. Can I read while walking? Probably not. No, I cannot. Mysterious illness strike... Oh, wait, yes, I can. Mysterious... murderer local... Wait, murder... Oh, man, my dyslexia is winning so hard right now. Murdered local, part of criminal gang. See page 2. Debate on Irvington speed limit. Okay. Tuesday Knox News, July 6. Mystery illness strikes locals, overwhelms authorities. Oh, yeah. It did start in Maldraw, didn't it? People resorted to short-range radios to communicate with authorities. Maldra, an unidentified illness, has struck dozens of residents in Maldra region with symptoms of severe fevers and vomiting. Markridge has opened its military hospital to the public to help contain the illness, though it is not believed to spread person to person. Alright. Officials from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention are reportedly on their way to the hospital to aid investigation of the cause of the outbreak. It is understood that several of the affected have suffered bites. Jane Corman, a local doctor, theorizes that there is a rabies outbreak in progress. I have treated 4 patients in the same day with the same symptoms. I'm out of rabies hemoglobin, and I'm extremely grateful the military has opened their hospital in Fort Knox to the public. Rabies was recently reported in the region amongst the wild animal population, but cases in humans are rare. Before today, said Corman. I'd seen only 3 definitive cases of rabies in humans. It's a worry that this continued on page 2. Oh, what? Oh, I don't like that. No, there we go. Phone lines still down. Knox Telecommunications has apologized to angry customers for an unscheduled maintenance period, which has seen phone lines go down within the area for almost a week. The response to the Maldra illness outbreak has been hampered by the outage, with many seeking help using short-range radio calls to police and medical authorities. Spiffo's sorry after secret sauce shenanigans. Railin in North Carolina. Fast food chain Spiffos has apologized after its secret... What's with all the zombies? What the hell? Why is there like a million of them just there? They're just hanging out. Maybe I should investigate. My ear itches. Hang on. Sorry if my quality just dipped. I moved my headphones out of the way so I can scratch my ear. Okay, surely they won't notice me from here. Oh, you can't just casually walk through this anymore. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's sprint through it a little bit. Okay, that should be far enough, right? Yeah, it should be far enough. Okay, it looks like there's something ahead. Scratch my ear. Okay, we got something here, some type of civilization. There's a house. Oh, chickens! And more chickens. There's a lot of chickens. Someone's banging on the door. Nothing. Okay, if I remember right, it becomes night at 8 p.m., so... Still got plenty of time, thankfully for me choosing 12-hour time days, huh? I'd be dead if not for that. I also like it not just because it's more realistic, but also because it's just more fun, you know? Gives me more time to do stuff. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Turn that on to this. Read that. London Post. Read. Nothing of interest. Okay, well, fine. God, why is my ear so itchy? Hey, a basement spawned. Check that out after this. Okay, nothing. Peanut butter. Fruit jam, crackers, cereal. Aw, I can't carry the cereal. What a shame. Alright, plenty of stuff. Ah, fillet knife. Here we go. Surely that's what's needed to make that, right? Surely. Package stuff. Plenty of goodies. I mean, plenty. Wow. Okay, come on. Sink. There we go. Drink. Alright, we gotta move one of these things out of here. Oh, wait, we have a fillet knife. What? That's weird. Alright, nothing. Alright. Come on. Let me... There we go. Jesus, why was that so hard? Well, let's check upstairs, shall we? Again, it's kind of weird that there's so many doors just open for some reason. plenty of outfits. Okay, let's see. Satchel, some stuff, some reading material. Baseball bat, that's pretty good. Put that in both my hands. It's a pretty good starting weapon, what can I say? A key ring. Whatever it could be a key for, I don't know. It just says key. See ya, be easy. See ya, Slasha. Let's investigate the basement here. Oh, this is dark. Ah, now this is fun. Got the poker table, got the dartboard. This is fun. Okay, 96.4 is the emergency radio. Gotta keep that in mind. That is a lot of booze. Wow, orange juice. Who puts the orange juice in the alcohol cabinet? Tomato juice. Who puts tomato juice in the alcohol cabinet? Okay, there's brandy. Wow, they added a lot more alcohol to the game, didn't they? A lot more. Interesting. I'm sitting here still saying bye. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, chat. Worm, have a good one, everybody. Alright, see you, Beezy. Hope you had fun here with me. Man, look at all these booze. Damn, that's... Again, like, it's such a shame that I can't carry anything else. Got a really bad bag here. Alright, so that's a pretty good one. Alright, where are we? Here we are. Old Man's Walk Road. That's a pretty interesting name. Where's the symbol? Here we go. This is what I like to use whenever I see booze. It's kind of ironic, too, because I don't like alcohol in real life. In real life, I absolutely hate alcohol. And, alright. Man, look at all the... Is that a chick? They're running around like wild. Are they scared of the zombies? Is that what it is? Oh, that's so cute. Kill animal, yes. Kill it. You can pet them? I mean, that's cute, but, like, still. Alright. Let's wander over here real quick. Why not? Alright. I'm just gonna assume they're panicking because there's a zombie in there. Even though they don't actually attack the animals. I think they mentioned, Hurricane Lantern? Is that what these things are called? Huh. Box of nails, I'm gonna need that. Mason's Shizzle. Medium handle. Carrying too much now, great. Alright, let's drop something. I kinda don't want to get rid of any of this, honestly. These are all, like, nice for me to have. Maybe not necessarily all at once, but, like, still. Damn. Fuck it, let's just open up and eat the sardines. Maybe that'll help. Eat some sardines, yummy. Alright, empty tin can, drop that. Can I put something else in there now? Yes, I can. Alright, there we go, the exact amount needed. Did I check that? Yeah, I did. Alright, we got some fertilizer, some wheat, and wheat seeds. Very nice. Can I carry that? I can. Oh, okay. I'm gonna eat this pickle. Some wheat seeds. Oh man, we're getting so much good stuff, but I don't have anywhere to put it. It's like the complete reverse of my usual problems. Alright, one will do for now. Alright, let's get moving again. My phone's getting pretty low and pretty close to dying, so there's that. Alright, let's just try to get back onto the road, I guess. I'm trying to find Rosewood, since I know Rosewood's pretty far out of the way in the southwestern portion of the map, which this place is also pretty far and out of the way. And if If I can't find any like good civilization here by the time that reaches 11:50, I'm gonna have to sprint back here, get into there where the TV is, so I can watch the woodcraft show. Grease some carpentry, you know how it is. If I remember right, unless they change this, once you hit cooking 7, then you never have to worry about food rotting ever again, because you can just use that to make stuff and it's perfectly fine, which is kind of silly, honestly. Say, I got a bit distracted earlier, but like when BZ mentioned how I should stream Sims, like if I did that, would you guys be interested? Because like I will say, it's not my like usual like high octane action type game. I mean, it is The Sims at the end of the day. Like it'll be funny. Don't get me wrong. No matter what, it will be funny. Weird stuff is guaranteed to happen. Usually, for the most part, but you know. Gonna. All right, it is getting pretty late though. I will have to get off here pretty soon. All right, I'm gonna get ahead a little bit just so that way I realize what I was doing next time I boot this up. And then once I do that, I'm gonna hop on off, take care of a few things, get dinner, and then probably play Breakers, honestly, realistically. Anything down this way? Like, I keep stopping at every one of these because I'm just hoping in vain hope that one of them have a car that has like both the key and gas. And I swear, it's always one or the other. You can never have both. It's always going to be one or the other. You know, they finally added wheat to the game, so it kind of makes me wonder. Alright, this is the same capacity as mine. What a shame. Why can't I play this? That's what I want to know. Why can't you play it? Portable gaming device. It's 1993, so that means Game Boy. It makes you wonder, like, why can't I interact with it? Why can't I use it? What a shame. Genuinely, what a shame. There's a house. Oh, there's another house. Okay, I don't care about the zombies. I just want to find a car, damn it. Something to make this even just remotely more bearable. You know what, I'll stick around here until it hits 12, just so that way I can watch the woodcraft show in here, and then be back on my merry way. I gotta find it somewhere safe before 8, and I gotta do that quick, because once it hits 8, that's when it becomes night, and then these guys become active. Like, even one sprinter can completely ruin my evening. Man, listen to that swing. Listen to that noise. They really added on to that, huh? Okay. Flashlight. May need that later. Wood glue plank. Ah, man, it's got so much good stuff here. Again, so much good building material. I could really use all this. Alright. Let's see. Anything good in here? Alright, that's locked, so you know what that means. Double check real quick. Alright, plenty of people to... Oh my gosh, okay. Remove the broken glass. Hop on through. Oh, a gun. 45 rounds. What's the one that I have again? Mine is also 45. Where's the gun? There it is, cold. Disposable lighter. 12 gauge. Oh, come on. I can't even carry that. Come on. Oh, shit, a Mossberg. Okay, that's gonna be essential. Hold on, we need to make room for that. I mean, we literally need to. See if I can, like, slowly lead these guys in here real quick. What's the jump scare noise? Turn that to 2. Come on him. There you go. It's very efficient, you see. It's very, very efficient. Wait, keys have weight now? Oh, that's ass. Why do keys have weight now? That sucks. They used to be weightless in build 41. That ruins it. Honestly, that is kind of pointless, because once you unlock it, there's no reason to relock it unless you're playing with the smart zombies enabled, which you really shouldn't be doing that. But, like, still, that's ass. That is ass. Alright, well... Turn that on, turn that off. Let's see. Alright, we need to buckle down here. We need to make a decision. We need to make some room here. Okay, I need literally all this, but not necessarily all at once, stashed at this very second, so... I guess pocket knife you can drop. Corn, we don't need 2 of you. Man. Wheat seeds, I mean, I guess I got that with that. Peanut butter, again, yeah. Can move a couple of these up here. Minnow lure, I guess we don't need all that at the moment. Increased chance... Let's see... We need to make a lot of room. We need it now. Okay, I can always equip that later. That's food I need to eat now. Make that into a burger real quick, actually. I can do that, right? Cooking... I can't? Why not? Why can't I make a sandwich out of that? Like, I have slices. What? Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Fuck, man, this is rough. Like, I need this fucking gun. I need it bad. Like, this, you have no idea how good this is. Like, even if I don't have any, even if I only have a few bullets, like, you have no idea how good this is. Okay, well, let's drop the baseball bat then. I said the baseball bat, not the beef patty. 5-second rule, I guess. Alright, let's just put all this in here. Okay, what if I re-equip this? How much heavier is that? Damn! Alright, we gotta think real hard about this one. This is gonna be difficult. Man. I don't want to have to get rid of any of this. That's the problem. Okay, let's drop that, drop that, drop that. I mean, we don't need this many, right? Drop that. Man. Alright, move that into here, move that into here. Can't do that. Okay. It's always an issue. It is always going to be an issue. I guess I can... I mean, it's a knife. We can find it literally anywhere, right? Put that in there. Eat that, actually. This is 2 pounds? Since when? When did they make that 2 pounds? It's not even in a fucking box. It's just raw macaroni out of the box. That's so bad. Alright, well, at least now we have room to put other things away, you know? Alright. I guess that's gonna have to do. Get a drink. Look around. Look around you, then you may realize. Alright. Alright. Let's kill some of the Zed around here while we wait for it to become noon, because I'm just going to stick around here while we... Oh, Jesus, there's a lot more than I thought there were. Very appropriate. Either way, you know, either way. Again, never do this in, like, the normal gameplay. Never do this in normal gameplay. This would be a terrible idea. Only doing it because they're very, very, very inactive today. Okay, I think that's, yeah. Okay, there's a couple of them over there, but I don't think they realize I'm here. Probably not. Why do they sound like they're right next to me? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Just hide in here real quick. Okay, where's a chair? Here's a chair. Rest right here for a moment or three. Oh shit, they added the... Oh, that's revolutionary. Like, I know this looks simple to anyone who doesn't know, but in Build 41 Beyond, like, you just stand next to the chair and it'd count as you using it. But here, they actually let you sit down. That's amazing. Now, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Oh, fuck. Sit right here on the couch while we watch some carpentry show, you know? We're living the dream while slathered in blood. That was loud. Very inconsistent volume, I'll give them that. Alright, good. It's very vital that you get carpentry at least to 4. Preferably 7. If I remember right, at least in Build 41, once you get 7, you're A-okay. But, like, it's very preferable you get it to at minimum 4. Minimum. Door frames, here we come. Woodcraft. Okay. Should definitely make a little note here. Loot. Food. Right there. Okay, let's get back onto the journey then. Oh yeah, there's another house over here. Like, I'm not gonna investigate the house itself all that much, but I definitely do need to 3 plus 6. I do not have much shotgun ammo, oh boy. I am gonna investigate over here just because I desperately need to find a vehicle. Like, I mean, desperately. I desperately need it. Like, you do not understand. I need it. Well, it's still not impossible. Hold on. Very nice house, though. Very nice house. Okay, I see a bunch of Zed, but I don't see a car, but it could be blocked in the driveway. Hold on. Ew. Ew, that's... No car for me. No car for me. Very unfortunate. Ah well, let's just rise on up. Alright, so we'll head back north, try our best to find Rosewood, because like, if I get a Rosewood, I know exactly where to hold up in. Either the fire station or the gas station. Those are the best ones. The fire station is objectively better, but, you know. Me being me, I would prefer the other. I like the gas station, what can I say? It's very comfortable. It's on the outer limits, so it's not very viable to being attacked. It's decently defensible. You have the gas station right there, so you don't have to leave to scavenge for it, like you otherwise would. And just overall, it's just very nice. Rush on up here, head on through, break on through to the other side. You guys like the Doors? I like the one song. I don't really know any other songs they've made, but, you know, I like Break On Through the Other Side. That one's pretty enjoyable. Or is that a little bit too old for my average viewer? That's probably a little too old. Oh, shit. That's kind of cool. Don't mind me. Don't let me ruin your snack. That's kind of cool. That's an interaction that I don't see very often. Oh, there was another one over here. I could have just walked north over here. I didn't have to go this long way. Well, damn. But the real question, since I can't carry any more loot, do they have a car? If they have a car, I could carry so much more, but, no... well, maybe. Hold on. Let's get a bit closer. I'm probably wasting time, but, you know. Either way, there's something here. Alright, no vehicle. But there is some more stuff over here. And it's a barn. Alright. Man. I really should have started in Rosewood. This is my fault. I really should not have picked the new city that I know nothing about at all. This was a horrible idea. It looks like the road's gonna curve ahead, so I might as well start walking that way. Man, that sucks for me. Ah, well. Just keep moving through. And it curves away. Okay, wait, I gotta turn off isometricism. This could be the route to Rosewood. It could be. Let me think. What would Jack do in this situation? Realistically, he'd go for the gas station. Since it's not immediately right there in the vicinity of the town, it'd probably be easier to barricade. Yeah, that's what he would do, so that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think they do mention that he walked. Well, no, he couldn't have walked on foot because what was he doing during the nighttime? I don't know. I don't know how he stays safe in Last Stand 2 when he's traveling. Because like when you travel, it takes multiple days, and you need multiple days worth of supplies to make it. You know. So I don't know how they're staying safe during the night, but that's the thing. I don't know. Alright, then it curves back upward here. Goes straight north now, and then there's some more over there. Okay. Again, if I started in Riverside, I'd be swimming in the loot right now. Again, they've changed so much that it's like, it's a little hard to keep up with. But hey, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. Anything to add more content to the game, you know? Anything to add more content. Because, like, that was Build 41's biggest weakness. Like, once you found a nice place to bunker down, once you got a water source going, once you started growing your own food, there really wasn't much else to do. The Diary of... Okay, interesting. We can write a note. I don't want to do that. What? Why can't I read this? Well, that's lame. It's like the Diary of, and then there's that person's name, so I figured, okay, let's see what world building we can get from this. It's like, oh man, Dear Diary, holy shit, you know? But, like, no. It's just a notebook. It's just a fancy notebook. That sucks. That really sucks. You know, this house right here is really out of the way, and I only see a few Zed. Probably not going to be any more around it, so... Alright, no vehicle, though. Push comes to shove, we can come back here to sleep for the night. Considering there's not really many of them around here. Anything? Okay, here's another one. Please have a vehicle. No vehicle? How do you people get around? How did these people get around pre-infection? Like, it's like nobody owns a car in this universe. It's crazy. We've seen like maybe 6 vehicles or so. All of them were locked, and none of them had the keys, and none of them had gas. Like, I don't know about the gas part, I'm just assuming, but, like, still. This sucks, man, it sucks. If we could find a car, this would be revolutionary. Even if it didn't have much gas, it would still be revolutionary. As long as it had even the tiniest iota, it'd still be better than what I'm doing now. Whole ass farmland here. Hold on, what is this? Twist Road. Better be something at the end of this. There better be like a house with a vehicle parked next to it. What the hell's this? Unpleasantly hot. Okay. Unequipped. There we go. Wait, 64 degrees. What you mean hot? I mean, I get it's because he's sweating because he's been running, but like still. Also, 64 degrees. That's unusually cold for. What are my cats doing over there? Alright. Oh shit, it's a deer! Forgot they added these to the game. That's cool. I don't have a gun, so I can't hunt them, and even if I did, I wouldn't, just because I ain't got no room to carry the meat, you know? There's a deer running around inside the fence there, that's funny. Okay, please tell me there's, like, a car or something, man. How do you people get around? Nope. This is crazy, man. Where are the cars? They don't exist. They're fake. They're lost media. Cars are lost media. You heard it here live. Christ. This was such a bad idea. Porta potties. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, I don't know what this is. Looks like a warehouse of some kind. Okay, locked doors, though. I don't see any Zed. Okay, a lot of storage. Well, let's see what we got here, shall we? Produce box. Is there anything actually in them? Doesn't look like it. Oh god. Oh! A whole bunch of vegetables. Nice, nice. Alright, well, let's mark that, I guess. There we go. Is that the end of the other road? I can see the other side over there. A lot of these are just plain empty, so again, if I had a car... If I had a freaking car... I could park it right here. And load it up with all the goodies here. Okay, let's see. Stale, rotten. Rotten already? It's not even been a day. Yeah, well. Probably spawned that way. Carrots that are stale. Corn that's stale, rotten, stale. Alright. Well, I found the Zed. Nothing. We're starting to reach territory that looks at least somewhat familiar to me, so maybe we've left new content in place, and now we're reaching into stuff that I've seen before. Is that a survivor home? Or safe house? Whatever you want to call it? Oh shit. It's a shame these Zed are on me. I mean, they're said to be stupid, so like surely they'll forget about me soon here. Okay. Window, unbarricade. Unbarricade, that's a word. There we go. Drop that. Put that back in here. There we go. Now either open this or wait for them to open it for me. Alright, there we go. If you're wondering why I'm kind of dropping everything to go in here, despite the fact that you know damn well I can't carry anything else, it's just because this thing can have insanely good and rare stuff. It can. Make sure they're not following me through here. 3 more. There we go. Okay, another one real quick. Let's hop on in. Turn that way down. Oh, wow. A lot of good stuff here. Ooh, Louisville. Read map. There we go. Okay, good to see that's still the same. Put that back. Cookware schematic? Interesting. Here's somebody. Anointed map, here we go. Read that. Gun store, everyone in office got fever, board them in. Black Friday kind of crowds. I can't even tell what city this is supposed to be. That's a bit of a shame. It doesn't sound like it's coming from mine. Okay, let's see. Alright, let me mark this just in case. Here it is. I always use the circle for to show that it's a survivor holdout zone. Let's see. Meat cleaver, that's pretty good. Too bad I can't carry it. Wooden rod with nails, that's an interesting one. A shiv, that's okay. A lot of interesting ones. Melee weapon schematic, interesting. Hunting knife, that could be useful. Baseball bat, all right. Can I replace that with any sharp object I have in here? I'm gonna grab it anyway, I need it. Hi, cat. What are you doing in here? Cat jumped up here. Okay, there's gotta be... Hold on. Let's pause a second. There's gotta be something I can get rid of here. There's gotta be something. Maybe the peanut butter? I don't know. Drop that. Eat that. And put the hunting knife in there. There we go. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Plenty of non-perishables. Plenty of perishables. Butterfly knife, spy gameplay. Alright. No good weapons, unfortunately, but... You know. At least it's some goodies, you know? Gotta say... Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. That was... And my weapon broke. Shit. Shit. Well... You know, I hate to do it, but I may need to go back in there now. I may need to replace the weapon. I don't have the room, so I'm going to have to drop it here as is. Broken garden tool handle. Drop that. Okay, let's see. Wooden rod. Nightstick. Baseball bat. Equipped in both hands. There we go. And then I can attach that to my back at least, you know. Be able to carry a bit more now. Okay, let's get back on the road. Back in the desperate, vain attempt to find a vehicle. Should have called this Project Zomboid the search for a car, because that's what it's turned into. What a shame. Honestly, what a shame. Alright, well... I mean, it is getting pretty close to my time limit here, so maybe let me get up just a little bit further up the road here, and then we'll call it quits where I am. Just get a bit further up here. Make a little bit more of the map visible. Yeah, oh god. Okay, well, it's probably just gonna be a very, very long stretch of this, and then so you know what? We'll just call it right there. That'll be enough for now. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay here. Hope you enjoyed my blind look at Build 42 here. There we go. If you liked what you saw and want to support me on my channel, click the link in the description down below. Donate to my PayPal. If you want to support me but don't want to donate money, which I perfectly understand, I also accept TF2 items if you have that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this. I'll see you in the next one.